Hi guys. Maybe this time, right? Third time's the charm. Can you guys hear me? All right. Hi. Okay, great. You can hear me now. I said sorry I was gone all week almost. I had a lot of work, a lot of more work than usual. And I felt really drained and overwhelmed and just really tired, and I just needed some time away from everything. So yeah, I was recharging my batteries, but I'm back. And I had to do it. So I'm here for you, and I'm going to do 6 free readings today. If you guys stick around, like and subscribe. But I am going to go ahead and do all the zodiac signs now also. Okay. So we're going to do Aries. See what's up with you. Aries, you have 5 of Wands. You're feeling a little more feisty than normal. There you are, Aries, the Fool card. You're just your little feisty self. You feel like you've been trying to avoid being argumentative, but you've just been running into fights lately. Is it you? Is it them? Another Fool card. Wow, double Aries. You might be a double Aries. Just saying, you could have a Aries moon, Aries rising, or something like that. But look at this. Am I right getting into this fiery jump energy, which is like, I don't really think about something before I do it. I just do it. So we have you kind of just following your instincts, following your intuition. Empress vibes. You might have a pregnancy scare if you're an Aries. You might be thinking you're pregnant. Pregnancy might be on your mind. That could be a thing going on. Or you could be fighting with your mom, honestly. And why are you fighting with your mom here, or like fighting with pregnancy stuff? 7 of Cups, you don't really know why. You're kind of confused. Why am I fighting? Some of you guys, it's why am I fighting with becoming a mom? Or why am I fighting with my mom? Like, you're trying to figure things out. Knight of Swords, this is kind of jumping to conclusions without really thinking about it. Okay, you need to think about it. Hanged Man, you need to take a step down, honestly, off of this feistiness kind of energy and get a different perspective. Stop trying to see things only your way. Try to see them from this other person's perspective. And if you feel like this reading fits you, but it's not you, it's reverse, it's somebody you're dealing with, you're welcome to flip the script and say that it's the person you're dealing with, okay, if that's how you resonate. But we do have a Knight of Swords in your life, also a male energy. And this person kind of is coming towards you, communicating a lot lately, wanting a lot of conversation, a lot of chat, and you're kind of tired of it. Like, it's just too much. It's every day. It's all the time. I feel like you want to take a break from this person. You want to go traveling. You want to go on a journey. You want to get away from it all. You're looking and hoping to take a trip. This is going to kind of recharge your batteries, Temperance, which I think you do need. And you're going to feel more at home and better off at home whenever you get back from this trip. So we have some self-care time. 9 of Pentacles. Why have you been neglecting yourself? Well, you've been too involved with your friends' drama, too involved with your family's drama. You're involving yourself too much. Like, it looks like your friends are all, I need you, I need you. Can you pick me up? Can you do this? Can you do that for me? I need to talk about this. Maybe it's family that's doing this to you too. But either way, you're just like, I'm feeling very frustrated here. Really frustrated, pent up energy. And you're holding it back because you don't want to go off on certain people. But I feel like you go off on the wrong people. Like, you might go off on a mothering, nurturing type. This could be your spouse. This could be your mom. This could be your lover, whatever. But you kind of just jump to conclusions and you're like, I leap first and I think later. I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing, but it is what it is. Steph, help me. So let's kind of see what's been going on. Is there an energy that's been attacking you and your friends? Is there something Spirit wants you to know? Spirit, guide and direct me for Aries. So we have Poltergeist, haunting, eerie, and sinister. Hellhound, energy, prey, and traveler. Well, we know you want to travel, But you also feel targeted, like you're singled out. Why are you hunted? You feel like you're being pushed to be defensive. Okay, so Spirit says, what's going on? That could be it. But I also want you to turn that and catch yourself and think, are you being the hunter, Aries? Are you the one targeting people? Are you taking it out on specific people because you're holding back a lot of anger, of games, back and forth drama, confusion in your past? Honestly, you're very confused. And what needs to happen is grounding meditation. Aries, I find that you're not taking enough time to do just that. When's the last time you actually meditated? You know, sat down and just quietly with some candles, whatever. Maybe take a hot bath. But water energy is calling your name. Also, maybe just talk to your mom or older sister or a nurturing friend and let some of this stress come out. Like maybe talk to a therapist even is seen here. I do feel that there's some decisions that are probably going to be made, or you've already made actually. You've already made some decisions, but you can't take action on them yet. You know you want to buy a new car or a motorcycle or go on this trip, but you're held up. You don't have the funds, you don't have the job, the credit, the time, whatever. You're just like, I can't cross that bridge right now. But I already made up my mind and I know I want to. I just have to wait. I have to be patient. Here's what Spirit's telling you. Aries, spend more time at home. Focus on your home. Focus on the needs of your home. The dishes, the laundry, the mopping, the clean, the organization, bills being paid. Focus on that. Is that being nurtured? Is that being cared for? If it is, you know, great. But don't go barking up the wrong tree and looking for other avenues that are pulling you away from your sense of grounding. I feel like you just want to get up and get away and detach from what grounds you. You're feeling very smothered and you're feeling very held back. You feel like you need to get away, Aries, and it's springtime almost. You're feeling that itch and you have to get up and go. You have to do something. I get that. So let's look at love. We did discuss an air sign is coming your way. It looks like this relationship is going to start progressing in a good direction. You've got about 3 to 4 more weeks of good communication. And I do think this relationship is going to take you places. I know you're not 100% sure if this is the one, but they're definitely on the roster. Like they could definitely be the one. So you're going to wait and see how it goes. Okay. This person is a free spirit, about your same age, fair skin, dark hair, playful, and loves animals, and maybe a cat person even. Okay, Aries, this person, you and this person may have like bump heads about certain ideas about family and kids, but they're kind of making you grow on it. Like maybe you will change your mind for this person. Okay, so right now you're in your single era. King of Pentacles in reverse. You're not feeling like you have a lot of funds right now. You might have lost your job recently, and here we have the Tower. So this could be you just recently lost your job, or you had to spend money on something you didn't want to spend and you're feeling stressed. But Six of Swords, this is going to be over soon. Don't worry about it. This too shall pass, okay? You've already been through the worst of it, all right? The Tower came and saw. It did what it did, and it's like, you know, you went through some hard times already. We're moving on now. We're healing. We're recovering from the hard times. A lot of you guys feel like you had a hard year. Saturn might have hit you really hard, and that's just how you feel. Cool. Well, Saturn is going to be moving into Aries, actually, in Vedic astrology. I think it's late March, or it could be mid-2026. But Saturn will be moving to your sign. And you're going to start to feel, even right now before it happens, really heavy. Like heavy stress, heavy responsibility. Saturn is going to make you get real responsible. Enough lollygagging, enough free fall. This is about getting serious and making plans for the future. So I know Saturn's going to be doing that for you. As far as money's actually going to get better for you. I see some business ownership coming. Nine of Pence. So I do think that your plans, Three of Wands, to open your own business or manage a business or, partner up in a business is on the horizon. This might have to do something with homes, home cleaning, home furnishing, home organizing, um, something to do with that, or visiting people at their homes, doing some kind of business like that, maybe catering, um, stuff like that. Maybe even delivering food, delivering things. um, I do see something involved like that. So I see some money coming in. You're really going to start to flourish financially come July. So that's your big money month. Look for July for money for you. One thing you need to do is heal and forgive your mother. Like there's some mother drama that needs to be healed and dealt with Temperance and the Empress. And if it's not directly with your mother, it's your mothering instincts. It's your energy towards motherhood, mothering yourself, okay? The feminine energy at the very least, the divine feminine energy in you needs to be healed, get back in touch. And I think maybe you're working on it. Maybe lately you guys have went out and did some good things for yourself, some candles, some perfume, nails, whatever. Like you did some stuff for yourself to nurture that feminine. So I know you're working on it, and this is a work in progress. But yeah, that's what I see so far. So look out for an air sign, Aries. Libra, more than likely, soulmate vibes, but it could also be a Gemini or Aquarius. And what does the universe want to tell you? Awakening. You're experiencing an awakening through self-awareness and expanded consciousness, bringing clarity and deep insight. Oh, and you got the insight card here at the bottom of the deck. So your dreams are going to be speaking to you, and you're just going to feel a lot more intuitive than you normally do. This is that period of time for you. All right, so that's Aries. Let's get into Taurus. Thank you so much for watching me, guys. I am offering 6 free readings today. Just make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll pick someone from the audience. Okay, Spirit guide and direct me for Taurus. Love, money, relationships, spiritual energy. Show me Taurus. Taurus, you've got the 6 of Pentacles. You got the Lover's card. Eight of Wands. The Fool card here for you. Is Sleeping Beauty one of your favorite movies? I just got the Sleeping Beauty vibes for you. You're very, very gracious right now. You're really in harmony with yourself. 6-6, okay? I love it for you. And it's feeling very romantic. It's feeling like I'm here to support you. I'm here to balance your energy. You may have felt like you just found a soulmate. I feel like you just met someone that gives to you as much as you give to them, and it's shocking. And you're just like, wow, I actually met someone that's giving me some time, some energy, some attention. 8 of Wands. If you haven't experienced that yet, you should. It will be coming. Coming soon to an energy near you. I see some happiness. Let's see what's coming. Don't fret, my pet. Another 6. You're really gonna meet the one. This is the time and energy for Taurus to meet a soulmate. Could be a Leo. Total Leo vibes. We also have some watery cup energy. So we got the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. Could be some Scorpio vibes. But this person's here to make you happy. This is a wish come true. This makes you feel like you're on cloud 9. This relationship is really going places. 4 Cups feels like it's not enough, though. What is it for you? What do you need? It's not perfect, you know. There is no relationship that is perfect, but it doesn't feel perfect for you. It feels good at first, and then he does something wrong, or she does something wrong. It's like things are going so well, and then there's a red flag. And you're just like sitting here thinking, Four of Cups, what is it? I can't put my finger on it. I really like this guy or this girl, but then there's something off and you're wondering what the hell's going on. There's something missing. Okay, so Three of Pentacles, you might be trying to do some deep diving research, trying to figure out what's going on with this guy or this girl. And then they show up with this knight in shining armor routine, like, hi, I missed you all day. Where you been? What's up? And you're just like, I don't know. But they do get you to put your guard down. Okay, maybe your guard is just up. Maybe you're just sus. You're not used to someone being normal. I feel like you're not used to normal. Does that make sense? Under that is the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you're not used to this. You're trying to find red flags out of something that's probably not there. Is there an ex you keep thinking about? I do get some ex vibes. Is there somebody in the past that hurt you, that did something wrong, and you're wondering, is that going to happen again? So I don't want that to ruin a good time. I don't want it to ruin what you have going on. This person is really being fair and good to you. As far as my tarot reading is showing me, you can trust him. That's what my tarot cards are showing me for you. You can trust him or her, whoever you're dealing with, okay? I think they're good. If you've recently, let's see, when did you meet them? What? You've been talking to them for the last 2 months? You both like crows? Is that your thing? Do you guys like the movie The Crow? Do you want it to be like the movie Crow, like somebody that will die for you? I don't know. I mean, what is it that rubs you the wrong way? You know, think about it. On another news, money-wise, someone's sharing with you. Someone is giving you part of their money. And we've got that Six of Pentacles. We have a mother here sharing pentacles with her children. Or her children are giving pentacles to their mother. However, which way you want to see that. One child looks very giving. He's like, here, Mom, I don't want my pentacle. You have it. You need it. And the other 2 kids are holding their pentacles. This feels, you know, it could be a parental relationship, a very loving parental relationship. If it is, your mom or dad is giving to you as much as they can, and you're giving to her or him as much as you can. This is a happy mix. And if you work with your parents or you work with someone that you really care about, this is good news. I do see money building and growing. You might even be building and growing a business with your family, which it doesn't work out for everyone, but for some people it does, you know? So I see that happening. You might even meet someone at work. I don't know, that could be with your mom or, you know, somebody like that. Gemini vibes are really high. You just don't feel very happy about life right now. Like, it's just not giving for you. It's just, life is, why is everything so blah? Is there some depression? Yeah, I think there's a little bit of depression. Oh yes, donations are always open. Thank you. So there is a little bit of depression that you might be dealing with, maybe seeing a counselor, but consider shopping around looking for one, because you might find that working on yourself is part of your growth and development, and you might need that just for mental health. I do see a relationship popping up for you, especially in April. Okay, and around your birthday, around May, I see maybe you're going to be going out on a really nice date. I do super chat. It's just double because they take a lot more out of super chat than the other avenues, but you are welcome to. So I feel like with this King of Cups, and in this deck, they're all females, so don't question that it's a girl. I'm doing 6 free. So if you want to hang in there throughout the whole reading, I'm going to pull some cards. But if you want an actual full reading, it's just $28 and it can guarantee your spot. And I pull you more cards like this. Otherwise, a free reading is like 3 cards. But so what I'm seeing for you, Taurus, is a lot of attention that maybe you don't want. So this right here is, I don't really want a lot of attention. I kind of want to be left alone. I'd like to just be in my own world, my own peace. Like you feel a little bit too much attention is on you, especially with the Sun card. You're glowing, you're shining, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're getting that attention. I'm sorry that you don't want it, but you're gonna get it. It is what it is. You're Taurus. Expect some money coming in. If you've applied for something, expect it to come in. Okay, so money's going to come in within about 8 weeks. Expect a check, a deposit, or a large lump sum of money. And as long as you keep working with someone that you care about and you're working to develop your own emotional and financial needs, you're going to excel. So things are moving forward in the right direction for you, and I do think all your plans are going to work out. You're very, very loved, Taurus, and especially by your mom. There's two mothers in these images here. So if you haven't reached out to your mom lately, you should. She loves you very, very much. Or maybe she's no longer here and she's reaching out saying she loves you very much. You're always on her mind and she tries her best for you. Okay? And if not, she wants the best for you. 3 of Cups. She just wants to have good fun and good times with you. She wants a better relationship with you. And she's working really hard to have a good relationship with you, and she does want to take you on a trip or like help fund your trip. She knows that you go through a lot of mental struggles, emotional struggles, and she's just here to support you. If this does not sound like your mom, perhaps it's a mother figure or an older sibling, someone that gives you those motherly vibes. Okay, for some of you it's a lover, but they feel like a mom. They nurture you in that way. So, all right, so let's see what's kind of going on in your head of heads here, this 4 of Cups. Jack the Ripper, notorious, shady, and vile. You're used to people hurting you. You're just used to it. You're beautiful as usual, preserved and youthful. You look younger than your age. You're probably always going to age like fine wine, so get used to it, Taurus. It is what it is. And honestly, you just feel like you deserve more. I feel like there's something here about status, and it's like, this is really wonderful, but I deserve more. If you deserve more, which I know you do, what is the advice to get more than what you're being given? Because, it's like you're getting a lot of attention from someone that is wonderful, but maybe not all you hoped for. You know what I mean? I hate to put it that way, but sometimes, Taurus, it happens. It does. It's not like you're trying to reject someone. They have good intentions for you, but maybe you just feel like you're not the one for me. I'm glad that you really like me, and I love that you adore me, but maybe I want more adventure. Maybe I want someone that will take me places. I want someone with a little bit more, So the advice is messenger. Pay attention to the signs and signals around you, or you might miss something very important. So like when you're talking to this person, what numbers are popping up when they call or text? Are you having significant dreams? Are you seeing signs while driving, while going places? Because they might be giving you a green flag or a red flag. So pay attention to it, but don't create conflict out of nothing. Navigate conflicts with patience and understanding. They can lead you to deeper connections and growth. So that's what I got for Taurus. Excuse my dog for snoring. It is really cold in Colorado. I am sitting here and my windows are closed, but I feel the cold air just coming off my window. And it's like freezing. Oh my gosh. Also, I wanted to mention that, guys, we are having a freeze, probably nationwide, but here in Colorado, really, where it's in the negatives. And I would like to offer some beds for some homeless, but I do need some donations. So if you guys want to donate anything for the freezing cold for homeless, just to have a bed for the night, it's $60 for the night, and we can get them a nice warm bed and a meal to eat, and some clothes and stuff like that. So the house that does this is called the Phoenix House, and it is on my Cash App. But you can message me there if you want to donate. I will do a larger free reading with your donation if you want to help someone have a warm bed. It's just for this week for the freeze that's going on. A lot of people are sweet enough to go driving around and picking up a lot of homeless people that would normally freeze in this weather and taking them places where they can sleep. At least get out from this cold. It's like too cold to even be outside. Whoops. Okay, so let's get into Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? So here we have the King of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Magician, and the Eight of Swords. I just want to say right now, you're not giving to someone. You're not giving to an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They really hurt you. And they never fixed it. And you just got over it. You're like, it's been so long. I gave you so many times to come forward and try to mend what was broken. And you didn't. You left things broken. And I'm done giving to you. I'm done giving you my time, my energy, my body. All of it. Yeah, I got burned. Thank you for asking. It did hurt so bad this week. Oh my God, it hurt so bad. But yeah, so you're moving on here, Six of Swords, and that's it. You might be taking a little one with you. Could be a child or could be your inner child. Just maybe someone you love and care about, but you are packing your bags and you're moving on. Like you might be moving out of state also, or at least you're thinking about it, Magician. You're manifesting a new life. I do definitely see breakup, divorce, separation for Gemini. You're getting over someone. We have this followed by a Six of Wands, the King of Cups. So many kings here. Four Cups, Three of Swords in the reverse, and the good old Crone, which is the Devil card. Oh, it does? Thank you. I'll see if I can do that. Thank you so much. So look at this little mess here. Oh, Five of Wands. And they're coming at you. Like there's more than one person coming at you. And you're just like, I have enough problems. You have problems with this person, that person, that. You're like, oh my God, I have so many problems. I don't want to deal with you. I have enough on my plate. Ten of Swords. Yeah, I'm good. Real good. You're done arguing. You're done talking. You're done. You checked out. Like seriously, mentally and emotionally, you are checked out, Gemini. Ace of Wands is like, this is what I choose. I choose me. I'm so jealous. Oh, I want to be in Florida. Guys, I really want to move to Florida. The only thing holding me back is my daughter. She doesn't, well, my son and my daughter, they don't want to go to Florida. They say the bugs, they say the heat, but I'm fine indoors and I love the beach. I don't know. I would love Florida. I feel like my best self is out there. But I do love it and I will be visiting there. Anyways, look at this Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is you. You're your own knight. You're like, honey, I've had to be my own knight in shining armor more times than anyone's ever come to my rescue. And you're okay with it. Four Swords. Hi from New Zealand. Look at you. You're just like, I'm good. Look how cool she is. She's just like, I'm perfectly fine. Like, nothing's really bothering me. I'm good. Notice the Three Swords are behind her, and there's one straight across, which is a clear head, a clear mind. We did get the Three of Swords for you, though, so I know you were really hurt at one time. When it's upright, this was serious. This guy or this girl, whoever this was, completely earth-shatteringly broke your heart. Like they turned your world completely upside down. And a good sign for this, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo. Yeah. And so you're just like, somehow it just came over you, especially within the last 6 weeks. You had like this little bonfire ritual. Maybe you burned his name, burned her name, whatever. You like burned some of their stuff. You just got rid of your energy with this person. And you're just like, done. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. I still have me. I still have my family or my loved ones. I still have 2 cups. I have love in my heart, a lot of love to give someone or just to give to me and my family. And I will do so. 6 of Wands. And for me, that's even better than anything. And you're just like, oh yeah, I'll be manifesting a better future than any past I've ever had. But 8 of Swords with the Devil, what's still, they're like, they can't get out of your head. It's like a graveyard. And you're like, Steph, I'm over them. I'm not crying over them. I don't miss them. I'm not suffering like I was. But why are they always on my mind, Steph? And nothing feels good anymore. I think you might have gained some weight or you lost some weight or whatever, but you just feel like not like yourself. There's some depression here also. Just, I'm not so happy. You also feel like they missed out on you, what you guys could have had. You had a great love. This was a great love story, and it went down like the Titanic. I'm sorry. That's what I see. It was a tragedy. You had a great love story, and it could have been, you know, Wuthering Heights, you know, Pride and Prejudice awesomeness. And here we are. It's ruined. It's done. It's not going to be resuscitated. But with the Devil card, what are you stuck on here? What is still stuck on your mind? What in this outcome are you not able to let go of? My toes are freezing. Greedy Goblin, mischievous, evil, and malicious. You just can't get over how ugly it was. Jack the Ripper. God, they were shady. I think you're more hurt and mad at yourself that you allowed them to hurt you this bad. Like, you're just like, what was I thinking? This is more of looking back at your life and just going, wow, I let someone like that just destroy me. And you're more upset with your own self. You know, of course you're upset with them, but you're just like, why did I stay so long? Why did I do this? So I think that's what's really on your heart and mind here with the Devil card. I also want to say this one thing. They're not wanting to let you go. They may have a spell on you. They may have a tie on you. Maybe there's a blood bond between the both of you. This man or this woman doesn't want to let you go, Gemini. And I'm going to keep it real with you. They look back at the relationship with you and think, I might very well have messed up the best thing I ever had. So there is some regrets and there is a little bit of, I missed the boat with this one. So you definitely feel the same pain on a mirror reflection, but for you, it's too late. For them, they're also thinking maybe it's too late. The universe is kind of thinking, you know what? It may not be too late if you guys can forgive and not hang on to what was or what you could have had, would have had. If you guys accept the right now and don't dwell on what happened in the past, you guys could move forward. But that's like your kryptonite. Because every time you look at this person, you might get triggered. I just feel like a broken heart and a love that's been lost. And can we just say it's okay for Gemini to grieve? You don't have to go move on right now. That's not what the cards are saying. You don't have to jump ship. You don't have to be better tomorrow. This is a very painful grieving process, and take all the time that you need. Let's see what the oracles want to tell you. Courage. Gemini, have courage to face your fears. with determination and bravery, it does open new doors and possibilities in your life. Illumination. So I just think it takes a lot of courage for you to heal and get over this. There's a lot of times you felt like giving up on life, giving up on people, but you had the courage to go on for your children or go on for your loved ones and work really hard just towards being happy again, even through the destruction of your soul, which is what this felt like. This was very embarrassing and humiliating and heartbreaking, this kind of mistreatment that you went through. And if it wasn't a love situation, it could have been familial. But whatever it was, this was really emotional for Gemini. And it cut your soul very, very deeply. And it also hurt you financially. And you felt very alone and very unsupported. A lot of you guys watching are a single parent, so you've been struggling financially as a single parent, and no one's been there to help you. There's been a very big eye-opening, awakening, illumination that you've had that you're your only savior, and you're the one that's going to pull yourself out. You shouldn't expect anyone else to. You didn't expect to have this kind of feeling where it's over. You're surprised that you're dealing with it well. This is kind of a, I cried my last cry. There's no more tears. They're kind of dried up. And that surprises you because you've been very emotional in the past. So whatever this is, you're dry. There's really no tears for you to cry for this person anymore. And you've changed and you've become a more harder person, if you will. You're not the soft, nice little pushover that you once were. You've been changed inevitably. Now, let's talk about work. Let's move on from that. Work and money, right? Career. Let's see. You're overworking yourself. Be careful. You're going to work yourself to death, honestly. You're going to work so. You're like overstimulated. This is the most work you've done in a while, probably because Jupiter's been in your sign. But it's an implosion of work focus, work study. And you're draining yourself so much. I see this drain, and it's like, wow. Every single day, Gemini is grinding and earning and grinding, and it's very mentally wearing. Your body does need to recharge, so obviously do that. Get close to water as soon as you can. Recharge your batteries near water. Water's your best friend, according to this King of Cups. So if you want money, there's some kind of water ritual you can do. Wishing well, if you will. You need to get in and around water because it represents abundance for you. And Jupiter does very well in the sign of Cancer. So right now he's with you. But remember, because he's with you, he still wants to be close to water. So if you want to please Jupiter and get all those financial blessings in your sign, maybe put a fish tank by your desk. Go walking out near a water fountain every day. Install a water fountain or something like that in your house or in your front door. Hear the sound of water on video or headphones. I just feel like water and money are going to mix well with you, and it's going to help bring some flow. A fish tank is recommended. Yeah. Maybe take a little trip to the aquarium. April is going to be a very prosperous month for you. You might finally get a very big payday in April. April looks like a great weight is lifted off your shoulders. It looks like you do have to take someone to court, or you have to put an enemy in their place. They did something wrong to you. This involves money. What's going on with this enemy for Gemini? Yeah, it's a devil. It's a Capricorn. Look at this. Devil, devil, twice. You have an enemy that you have to put down. The devil's inferno, torture, bondage, and punishment. This person deserves punishment. And I don't think you're looking forward to it, but someone deserves the wrath. And so you don't want to do it, but this is something you have to do. They did you dirty. They did you wrong. It's time to put the hammer down. I think you're dreading it, but watch, you're going to have to deal with something with an enemy. You're going to have to put them in their place. Asylum, mental health, unstable. Yeah, they're not right. Spirit supports you on dealing with them. Are you going to have a win? I'm pretty sure you will. You've got Jupiter in your sign, but let's just check. Is Gemini going to have a win with their enemy as they put their enemy in their place? Karmic. All right. Is Gemini going to have a win with their enemy? What does that look like? Okay. Eight of Swords again. That's crazy. 2 clarifications that are exactly the same as the cards I just had. Guess what? That person's going to jail or they're going to be getting in some legal trouble. 8 of Swords. Okay, your enemy will go to jail or they will be charged. Basically, this is something they won't get away with. Whatever that means for you, your enemy will be trapped, caught, devil card. They will be caught doing something wrong and they will pay for their mistakes. This is going to go down in 2 weeks. And you will see a closing, like a finalization of this closure of the enemy in 3 months. And it's going to be in your favor and you're going to be very happy. 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands, victory. High honor. So, yep. You're going to have to start doing something with that. And I do see your enemy going down. So I'm sorry they did something dirty and wrong to you, but they were a little devil. All right, I hope that gave some clarity for Gemini. Okay. Okay, Spirit, guide and direct me now for Cancer, the zodiac sign of Cancerian. Let's see what's up with you. If you feel like these stories are correct and resonating with you, please put that in the comments. I'd like to know where you're from and how it resonates with you, if you can. All right, Cancerian, we got the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. We got the 4 of Swords. The Emperor. The Sun. You're dealing with a Leo, I can tell you that. What Leo is in your life? Okay. Could be a Scorpio as well. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. All right, so Cancer. You're moving on. Self-love, self-care. You've recently gotten away from someone that didn't treat you with respect. You felt used and disrespected. This person might have even been a little abusive or narcissistic. You're rebuilding your home for peace. 44 is your number. Ironically, the 4th house is the sign for Cancer. You're going to see 44 a lot, And you've even got the 4 with the Emperor, and here's why. 444. Grounding, stabilization, getting all your ducks in a row, taking care of business, being responsible. You made the right decision. Whoever this was, this narcissist in your life, it was all about them. It was always all about them. And they took advantage of your kindness because you just showered with love and affection. And if your cup was overflowing, you always shared. But this person didn't give back and drained you. I'm glad that you've moved on and you found peace of mind. But I will be honest with you. You're not looking for love. Tower card, Emperor. This was your husband, or this was the man in your life, or a wife, a very important partner that this person holds water. Like, they hold authority. This person had authority over you and abused it. And that's going to cause some real damage, obviously. So I'm glad you're free. You are free. Sun card. You're free from their abuse. But it still hurts. And now we're looking at the Death card, which is transformation, but a very painful ending. And thank God for that, right? Let's be thanking God for that one. 8 of Cups, walked away. King of Pentacles, doing much better now, financially, physically, emotionally, mentally. Like, you were just feeling this was a good choice. And it was, 44-4. The Fool card and the Fool card again. You got a double Fool card, which is a confirmation. Take a leap of faith. You did the right thing when you did. And you ended things when they needed to be ended because it was only going to get worse. 8 of Swords. And you knew that. You knew the longer you stayed, the just further it was going to get. You quit telling yourself lies that they're going to get better, that they're going to change. You quit lying to yourself. So Ace of Cups, you're filling your cup again. Thank God. And you're loving yourself. You feel very alone and you feel scared because you've never been alone, you know? And there might be some fear in this world after abuse, you know, just fear looking over your shoulder. Someone's a very abusive person. But honestly, I think this is just more mental and emotional abuse than anything, more than physical. This was just someone who took advantage of you in financial ways and emotional ways. I do know that you're disappointed, but you found peace. You hoped this person would be a good father, a good mother, a good parent, most likely a father. I can't say mother because there's no mothering energy here, but if the shoe fits, wear it. But you really thought this person would be a good husband or a good father. And they disappointed you. Maybe a good uncle. Maybe a good boss, however you put this. But you had to free yourself from them. You made, in money, very good decisions. Your business is going to be flourishing. In 3 to 4 weeks, you're going to see it really flourishing. You don't really want to be seen. What is this hiding? Do you have a black eye? Do you feel you don't want to be seen by the public? This is, I don't want to be seen. You might be in hiding, or you might want to go in hiding, or you want to go somewhere they can't find you. This is you maybe ghosting someone. Maybe you're just MIA and you're not answering your phone. But for Cancer, this is not usual behavior because Cancers are always in the business and giving and loving and caring and nurturing. And this is, nope, not today. It's about me. It's all about me. I'm out. Strange new feeling for Cancer. But you're finding peace and meditation. This is your glory. This is the healing that you've needed to recover with. You're finally putting up your boundaries and you're sticking to them. You're not going to let anyone walk all over you ever again. You feel more free than ever. And the sunflower is going to be your best friend. There's something about sun and sunflowers for you. You feel called to them. You just, the yellow, the Jupiterian energy, you just love that healing. and the growth and the wisdom. You love it. And you want to go where the sun is. You want to be in the sunshine. You're tired of being in the shadows and the dark and in disappointment and sadness. You want to get warm. And that's your transformation. Let's clarify some of this. Clarify some of this for Cancerian. This person is wondering why you left them. It's like, are they so narcissistic they don't see that they hurt you? And why you're ignoring them? Why you're not around their energy? Like, do they not, is it not obvious to them? Why Cancer suddenly dipped? 3 of Wands? Like, that ship went sailing. And you warned them. You said, one of these days, I'm not going to be here for this. I'm not going to be around forever. But they just kept pushing. And you're like, okay, bye. The Wicked Witch is dead. Conquest, defeat, and triumph. Witch trials. Notice 2 witches. You're probably a witch, Cancer. Witch trials. Accused, attacked, and misunderstood. Angel of Death. There it is there too. Time's up. Conclusion. Finale. You got the wrong card. Like somebody accused you and you were wrongly accused. And you're just like, F you. F you and any horse you rode in on. I am not that girl or I am not that guy. I am not the person that you pinned, you blamed, and I will not take responsibility for things that I didn't do. So you're like, if you want to go, go. I'm already out. Okay, so I'm done. 8 of Cups. Don't look for me. I'm going to be doing bad by myself. King of Pentacles. When you're rolling in cash, when you're rolling in dough, because Cancer will, when you're getting that bag and anyone comes knocking at your door, you're not going to be answering it because where were you? And it's not that you're trying to be vengeful or stingy. It's you've been there, done that. You have been the supporter, the cheerleader. You've been the lover. You've been the rock and the pillar for people. You've been the foundation. You have been the rock that people build on. You've built the home which people found rest and peace. And where were they when you needed them? Nowhere to be found, obviously. Tower. They just let people accuse you, name call you, put you down, do this and do that to you, and you just took it. And you're like, wow, I can't believe. Where was my people? Where was my support? Okay, I didn't have it. Tower. I'm my own support, Emperor. I can't believe. And you might have felt attacked by your own father, by your own husband, by your own employer, by an uncle, by a family, by a system. This could be a government system. This could be an employer, You just felt like whoever had the authority took advantage of you and wrongly accused you of something you never did. So you're like, okay, well, don't mourn for me. Don't cry for me when I'm gone. It's over. You've killed the love and support I've had for you. I've been hung for the wrong crime. I've been accused of doing things I didn't do. Bye. Time's up. And it's better for you. Better for you. What is the Oracle? Like I said, money is really going to be coming up for you in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Money's going to be coming in for you. Money's already here for you, by the way, like within the next couple days. Like you're getting a payday. It's a lot of money is just going to keep coming to you. Like right now, there's a train with your name on it, loaded with gold, and it's headed your direction, King of Pentacles. Like money should be already here, if not delivered in days. But it's only going to pick up the pace. This is picking up the pace, 3 of Wands. It's only increasing. So the harder you work, the more money you're going to get. But all your plans, all your wants are going to come to fruition. All of them got money. I did money for every single sign so far. So love, celebrate love in all its forms. It nurtures connections and brings joy to the heart. All right. So I love how they mention love in all forms, because you might love your job. You might love your house. You might love your pets. You don't have to love a person. You love your children. You love you know, whatever this is, your favorite hobby. But it's like you're going to celebrate what you love, because the people that you loved didn't love you like you should in return, like you should have received. So the universe is saying, hey, you didn't get the love you should have gotten, 4 cups. But I want you to love yourself, and I want you to love this world, and I want you to find things you do love, and I want you to celebrate in that. So you are emotionally done. You have walked away. You picked up the last cup and took off. That's it. You are emotionally now disconnected, and I don't see you turning back. And a lot of you guys might be leaving an earth sign or walking away from people that were solid in your life that are just not solid anymore. So that's what I see for Cancer. Let's see what's going on with Leo. The Chariot. Three of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. 9 of Wands. I'm hearing decisions were made. Decisions were made, and they worked out for the best. Whatever decision you made for yourself, good decision. More money's coming in for Leo. You recently got a car upgrade, or you cleaned out your car, got it all beautiful and fancy. You want to go on a day trip. I see you taking out with the sun rising and just taking off for the day. You've been diligently working. You don't tend to work as hard as other people, though. I'm going to keep it real. It's like you have a part-time job and you do side jobs when you can. It's not like you're a 9-to-5er kind of person. So I don't know if you have odd jobs or just multiple little ones or whatever, but like I'm definitely getting that vibe. But your work is paying off. You're starting to see an increase in money. You have some business ideas that you've tossed around with some friends, coworkers, whatever, and they want to go in with you on that, or they want to work with you and they want to build something with you. So I see a business being created. 6 of Pentacles. This is nice. This is a good partnership. And I think this business will flourish. I think it's a good decision. Make sure that you've got it all lined up, right, for you. That's good for you. 9 of Wands. You don't want to be treated unfairly in any way in the business deal. But I don't think you will. But you've been working really, really hard, and you feel like I deserve some time off. So you're out taking the day off. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, I see you taking the day off. Or at least just being gone for the day. If you work at night. Emperorship, yeah, father energy. So you're coming across like daddy. Okay, daddy, grandpa, uncle, kind of energy, caretaker, father figure, masculine energy. 6 of Wands. This is respect. And you're working on getting respect from others. You're working on your kids respecting you. You might want visitation with your kids, or you want to see your kids, or you want your kids to see their father. Like there's some kind of visitation request that might be going out. 8 of Swords. You're kind of wondering, am I going to get approved? You might have applied for a loan and wondering, am I going to get approved for this loan? Or am I going to get approved with certain kinds of visitation? You're going to get some information. Within about 2 weeks, you're going to get an answer. High Priestess. There is somebody holding back on you. 10 of Cups. Your kids are holding away from you, or someone's holding your kids away from you. Okay, there's something like that. Or perhaps you're seeing someone that doesn't want to see their kids. Like there's some kind of dynamic with that. And you're working really hard to improve this relationship. But someone's holding back. It could be a Sag. We got 10 of Cups here, Temperance, and Queen of Swords. Under that is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone here got divorced and somebody left you because they wanted someone that had more money. Plain and simple. Even though you were the loving family type, this person wanted more money. So they left. And you've been wondering why. Well, there's your answer. It didn't matter how great you were with children. They wanted somebody with more money. Oh, the Fool and the Fool again. I got to separate these two. They keep coming together. But yeah, someone left. Could have been a Virgo. Hermit in reverse. They left out chasing the pentacle. So, Leo, if you're wondering, it was money. So I see your kids going to school, working really hard at school, and they're going to make something of themselves. They're going to become something because of you. So pat yourself on the back because of that. Second, one of your kids may have just gotten a car. You helped them get a car, and they're driving off in the sunset, and you're worried. Are you going to be safe? I hope my child is safe. They just got this new car, or they're going off to college. Like, I really hope they're going to be okay. So that's in here. I see you wondering why someone's avoiding you, and it could be your kids, or it could be an ex-lover or someone you're interested in, but you're wondering, why are they not answering my texts or my calls? You know, I'm trying to go see them. I'm trying to communicate. I'm trying to let them know I'm interested, or I want to talk, and they're not. They're giving me the silent treatment, High Priestess. Nine of Wands. Listen, my answer to this is this. They're busy building their garden. Okay, she's just doing roses. She's building life. You know, this person's just busy, tired. Honestly, they just don't want to give to a connection right now, whether this is your kid or someone you love. They don't want to give to this right now. It's not that they don't love you. They do internally. They have a lot of love and feelings on the inside. They just don't want to express that right now. Okay, they've got a lot going on, Nine of Wands. So let's see if there's anything that they're hiding. Excuse my dog and his snoring. Voodoo doll, imitation, mimic, and copycat. You're like, someone's like, you're just like your mom, or you're just like my ex, or like there's some kind of you thinking you've been here, done this before. Don't fool yourself with thoughts like that, honestly. It's not like that. Crematory, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, farewell. That was the past. Whatever psycho ex you dealt with, this is not them. They're just not the same person. And your kids are not being vindictive. They're kids. They're your children. They're just busy living life. You might need to go to church. You've got the confessional. Sin, repent, forgiveness. Like, why do I deserve this? You might have had a past, you know, and it crept up on you. Maybe you're a little bit lonely now. I don't know. But, you know, the past has come up. You might be paying for it now more than ever. If you feel like karma's just come at you tenfold, just take it easy. Eat it, if you will. Deal with it. It is what it is. It's a message from the universe. We all have to heal and deal with our karmas of the families we built or didn't build, things we said and didn't say, things we did and didn't do, etc. This is kind of a hard pill to swallow, King of Swords. So you may not have built the best past, but you're building a better future. And that's what I see. Like, the future is much brighter than the past. So don't dwell in it. Don't feel like you're shunned and still judged by it. You have a victory. You're doing very good. Like I said, work, connection, teamwork is really going to pay off financially. Business ownership is going to do very well for you this year. That's looking good, honestly. The person that you are talking to, which I feel very much is a Sag or a Pisces, they're into you. They're just busy. They're older, honestly. They're older, mature, wiser. They're building themselves focused on inner, and they're in a very inner space, a very feminine space, and they don't have time for all this action. It's like they're building the soil up to plant seeds for tomorrow. They're not ready to go out there and seize the day like you are right now. Like you're like, come on, let's go in the car and go on a trip, you know, 5 hours away, and let's do this and that, and like, oh, can we get together tonight? And they're just like, no, I have a bath scheduled tonight, or some self-care time. I was gonna go to the gym. I'm doing gardening, or, you know, like I've got other stuff. I can't, I don't feel like that right now. And it's not that they don't care about you, they're putting you down. They just got to give to them too. And they need that right now. So if you need to go off on your own, go off on your own, or, you know, I don't know what to say. Maybe invite one of your kids or a friend. But I do see them kind of turning you down for the next 2 weeks, just to keep it real. What does the universe want to say? Music is very healing. Yeah, gratitude, music. Cultivate gratitude for life's blessings. It enhances happiness and appreciation. So there you go. I think that's going to solve your own questions right there. The attitude of gratitude, like attracts like. Don't focus on any negatives. Don't make drama out of nothing. 8 of Swords, warning. Don't create a nightmare out of a dream, okay? Things are moving forward, Chariot. You have a happy life and a happy family. Be grateful for it. Things will move forward when they're ready to move forward at the right time for everyone. If you need a little day trip for you, go take it for you. That's what we're hearing. Okay. So now let's do Virgo. Thank you so much, Ling. So Virgo, you start out with the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man, the 8 of Cups. God, all these royals. And the King of Cups. I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups. Whew. Just, wow. Virgo, you've got 1, 2, 3 people in a situation. What's up with that? You're trying to figure it out. So I see a fire sign and an air sign were together, but there's also a water sign, third party, that was involved in some way. I see that you kind of ran this relationship and you don't understand why you left or why they left, but someone left and you're trying to get a different perspective on why. And you're wondering, did I leave because there was another person? Did they leave because there was another person? Only you know your dynamic and the reason why. But I'm going to give you a truthful answer. Somebody left because they were absolutely in love with a water sign. Whether they wanted to own that or not. Whether that was you that left or someone else. But there was love in another direction. 6 of Pentacles, they were giving to 2 people. Looks like the air sign was giving to 2 people. High Priestess, this was a secret. 4 Cups, not satisfied in the relationship. 5 of Wands, leaving created a lot of drama. 9 of Wands, no one ever really understood or knew the truth. It was a secret, it was hidden. 2 of Cups, bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm just going to say it how I feel natural for it to come out. So it's almost personal, okay? Take it that way, because I'm not going to play this YouTube game or I pander to like a whole bunch of people and make the story fit for all of you. I'm not going to pander to you. This is a direct story, and it either is or it isn't. But I'm going to speak from first person for you, Virgo. You tried really hard to be doing the right thing and giving. You tried to give to 2 people. But there was always somebody else. And you always kept her secret. You didn't share that with anyone. She was very fulfilling for you. But you kept staying in another situation because you felt that was more the right balanced thing to do. Or maybe it was just something that made more sense in your life. Financially or for your children. It just made more sense. So you kind of hung in there, literally, hangman. You hung in there, even though you weren't happy, and you weren't happy for years. This could have been a 6-year-long relationship. So you weren't happy, and you left because there was too much fighting and too many problems. Of course there was fighting because there was no trust. Of course there was fighting because people sensed, 4 Cups, that there was somebody else. They sensed it, they felt it. So of course there was disruption, disharmony in the home. Someone knew you were giving to 2 people. But now you went out and left and you found your peace, but you're still single. 9 of Wands. You didn't even end up with the person that you loved. You didn't end up with them. You didn't end up with the other person, and you didn't end up with the person that you loved, 2 of Cups. You're still alone here. You're still communicating with the person you love, but the person you love is very different, very cold now. They've aged a lot of years. You guys might have started out as a young in love kind of couple. And now, after all the years that have gone by of giving to 2 different parties, here we are, aged, older, wiser, indifferent, and colder for that record. And now you feel like 7 years later, all that work put into something down the toilet. You gave yourself to a marriage or relationship that gave you nothing in the end. It was a waste of time. And now you're looking on the horizon like, well, what now? What do I do now? Knight of Wands. You're rushing to figure something else out. Queen of Pentacles. You're like, come on. You want to offer love. You want a new relationship, but it's not that easy. 10 of Swords. Your lover was hurt and wounded. 10 of Swords. You kind of killed the love you had with this person. Anyways, you could make it better if you wanted to. Magician. But it's got to be your choice, your effort. You cannot expect them to apologize or fix anything. This is going to be on you. Because you have a lot to make up for. 5 of Cups. You have a lot of regrets, remorse, guilt. There's a lot of lying and cheating and years of damage. That's the devil in the details. So there you go. As far as love goes. As far as money goes, I see there's some money being spent on child support that really hits you hard. Or there's money spent on things that you owe that you wish you never would have bought while in that other relationship. Like a whole nother mortgage or a credit card debt or, stuff like that. Like old debts that need to be repaid. So financially, I see some struggle there, but I do think it's going to get better. I think this is a good year. You got King of Pentacles. So seize the day, right? I mean, money's going to be coming in. A Knight of Swords, 2 of Cups, within 60 days. Within 60 days, you're going to get a good amount of money to kind of get you out of some little hardships that you've been stuck under. You're going to get what you need to take care of your needs. What is it you need to know about this 5 of Cups? Notorious, shady, and vile. A virus infected this relationship. So notorious, there was something that you notoriously did, and it just destroyed every relationship you had going. There was a time where you had 2 lovers. And boy, were you talented. the dummy. Skill, talent, and controlled. Yeah, there was a time where you kind of had it all. But you don't anymore, Eight of Cups, and you know that. You don't have the looks anymore. You don't have the youth anymore. You feel like a failure. You lost your mojo. Like, that's what I'm feeling for Virgo. Take this as it resonates. Flip the script if you need to. If this isn't you, okay, maybe it's someone you're dealing with. Transformation time. Embrace the change and allow change, as a chance to grow and evolve. It's a journey towards becoming your best self. So is something new coming for you? Probably. Let's just take a breath of fresh air. Let's deal with it. You're not going to get to like fix everything that you wanted to. That's sad. Five of Cups. It's a bittersweet. You have a new beginning, but not with them. You hurt this person a lot. Ten of Swords. She was the love of your life, or he was, and you let him get away. And I'm sorry. You can keep trying and hope for the best, and it's possible. But this person's guard is up, and they're living their own best single life right now. They're not even entertaining love. They're not sure that whatever you guys were building could ever be something. They've lost a lot of faith in you. I feel like it's dead. So they're very cold and shielded and protected at this moment. Is there still love there? I'm sure there is. Maybe you could find a way to reignite that love and that passion. Maybe you could. But as far as the past, you really did a number on the two people you were seeing. So you have a lot to learn. Hangman. I hope you learned your lesson. I hope you did some inner reflection. High Priestess, 4 Cups. And I hope you go out and search for your own self. 8 of Cups. You find peace, healing, and you know what you need to do to make life good again. I hope you can fix things with your Queen. So that's what I see. Let's go in for Libra. If you guys like these readings, if one of them resonate, please let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am accepting donations for beds for the homeless, for the Phoenix House. It is on Cash App. Cash App tag the capital T, H-E, lowercase, and then Phoenix House, capital P. Each word has a capital letter, so that would make sense. Just to separate those words, and you can donate there. The link should be below. But if you do donate a homeless bed in this freezing weather, I'll be happy to give you a larger reading. It's freezing. Oh my God, I'm literally sitting here. My toes are freezing. The window's closed, the blinds are down. But this cold front, it's like chill coming off of the window. It's crazy. Spirit, guide and direct me right now with these tarot cards for the zodiac sign of Libra. Three of Cups. King of Wands. Ace of Wands. Queen of Wands. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Why does Libra get the marriages? Go figure. All right, so we see a story. Everything was once happy and wonderful with this fire sign. You could have been with an Aries. Things were so good. You guys were friends first, became lovers. Life was good. You were writing your own little love story. Great passion. Then you found out your lover was loving some others. Seven of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Wands. This is your marital spouse. You could have been, you guys are married. Or maybe you found out that they were married. Surprise, one or the other. Infidelity. You left, or they left, however this went down, however this fits your story, your side. Dead and gone with the death card. And we've got strength. It takes every bit of strength to heal and regain your strength after the ending of this relationship. Somebody tried to repair this and reach out. Probably the Queen of Wands. And they were Two of Swords in this. What do I say? What can I do? What can I do to get myself out of this? I dug myself a grave. I put myself in a hole. How do I get out? Every time this person tried to get out of their hole, they dug themselves even further. Five of Swords. It just ended up being a fight after a fight after a fight. And we're dealing with a heavy liar. Libra, I feel like it's you, but if it's not, flip it. But a heavy liar. Someone has receipts. Justice card, Libra. They have receipts. They actually hired someone to follow you, or you hired someone to follow them. Spy, figure out what you can, let me know. Or they had a friend do it, but somehow somebody found out there was some cheating. Another relationship going on, Lover's card. And where do you go back from that? Now this person's guard is up. We've got divorce papers on the table to be signed. And they're like, sign it. I want a new beginning. I want somebody else. You went out, did what you did. I want real love. I want somebody else. Problem, Libra, you always, well, your zodiac, I'm not going to say you, tends to jump from one relationship to the next before you're even done with the previous relationship. There's a struggle with being alone. It's a real problem. And so we have legal here. We have legal divorce, legal justice system. And then we have another relationship starting. Page of Cups. With an older man or an older woman. Wow. Show me these lies. The warty toad. Hallucinogenic poison and visions. The wicked witch, conquest, defeat, and triumph. What I see is fake, and now I know your card. You're fake. Farewell, ashes to ashes. Okay, somebody was fake in this relationship, a liar and a fake. Wow. And the blindfold is off, Two of Swords. I see you now. Now, either you are protecting yourself from this person who you're getting divorced from, or they are protecting themselves from you because they're getting a divorce from you, however the shoe fits. But plain and simple, flat out, for Libra, I see the ending of a relationship in your reading. It's done, and the reason it's ending is infidelity. If the shoe fits, wear it. Is there new love for you in the future? Probably. You're Libra. You're probably already talking to someone. Someone's already comforting you as you discuss the pain and trouble that you're going through in this relationship. There's always someone there to warm the bed for Libra. With the Three of Cups, third party energy, I almost feel like this person said they were a friend. It's like, I'm just a friend. They're just a friend. No, they were always more than a friend. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about money. For money, I see People are teaming up against you at work. You feel kind of alone on your or on your own little isolation. Work is a struggle, no lie. You have to struggle for everything you make. You really work hard. You fight for what's yours. And it's not easy. You feel like people forget to give you your raise, people forget to give you your tips, or people forget or just hide some of your earnings, your wages. And you have to fight for them because people are trying to fool you and make you think you don't know your numbers, but you do. You know your numbers. So you kind of feel like you're getting scammed when it comes to work. You're fighting for your wage. You're fighting for that paycheck. You can't find Cash App? Dang it. Go to the Cash App, hit money symbol, and then type in on your own the Phoenix House, LLC. Or it might be the Phoenix House number 1. Just the number 1. Phoenix House 1. And if not, I will share it at the bottom after this video. But yeah, so with money, I just see that there's kind of a struggle here that you might have to go to HR, you might have to talk to somebody at work, where you need to discuss something. Knight of Swords, like you're taking action, or even maybe doing a lawsuit. We have the legal system here. You might be doing a lawsuit against someone that owes you money. You might be suing someone or something like that. And if it reverses, but that's what you're dealing with. Like you might have to go after someone to get your money. If somebody owes you money, it may be metaphorical, the legal system, and you're just literally having to go after someone that owes you money. And it could have been a friend that did you dirty or wrong that you loaned, and now you need it and you got to kind of chase them down. But I kind of see that going on with money, you know, where it's not easy for you. It's really just not. But it's just a hard time, isn't it, Libra? You're just having a hard time all around. The only thing good that you have going for you is this new relationship that you're dabbling in. I do see a new one with a Gemini. And this Gemini is younger than you. And yeah, you started communicating with them. So I see that you guys are talking and seeing where this is going to take you. And whether that bothers everybody or not, you could care less. It's about you. So yeah, I see another new relationship with a Gemini. Freedom. Embrace freedom as the ability to make choices that align with your values and aspirations. All right, so the freedom is freedom from your marriage, freedom from a relationship, and the freedom to do what you want, when you need to. You don't look for people to give you a yes or a no. You do what you want when you want it. You're not looking for anyone to direct you. And this is the freedom that you take and you use. I don't really think you're thinking with your head a lot. I think you think with your heart or other things. But it is what it is. Thank you. You just sent a Cash App? All right. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to finish up these readings, and then I'll be doing everyone else's readings today. Thank you, Caitlin. I will be doing your reading first when I'm done with these readings. We're more than halfway done. We only have 5 more. So now let's get into Scorpio. Spirit, guide and direct me right now with these tarot cards. For Scorpio, please show me what I need to see for Scorpio. Okay. We got 6 of Wands. I hear children laughing in this picture. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the upright. 9 of Cups in the upright. So I'm hearing the song Butterfly Kisses. It's a Christian song, right? It's a daddy-daughter song. Butterfly Kisses. I don't know if you heard that, Scorpio, but that's what I'm hearing. Maybe you're resonating a lot with your inner child or your children, or you're thinking a lot about your childhood, but that did come up in your reading. I feel like you're feeling like you're missing out on your kids, or someone that you had kids with is missing out on your kids. And you're very protective over them. And this is the year that you're going to be single and the best parent that you could possibly be. And with the Six of Pentacles ending, and you have the Six of Wands here, the 6-6, that's harmony and that's perfect balance. So I feel like this is a year where you're going to feel very balanced in your life with your children. Just you and them. 9 of Cups is on your own. 8 of Pentacles down here. You are building your wealth. You're building your nest. I see you building a business. I see that you're not going to be giving your time and energy to a relationship or a man or woman like you used to. There were times in your past where you put yourself too short, where you had to juggle between giving to your family or giving to a relationship. And a lot of times you found yourself drained and over giving to your relationship, and it drained what you were able to give your children or yourself. I don't see you doing that ever again. I see wise decisions made. You are saving for a house, or you're going to be purchasing a house this year. This is the year to buy a home. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't have enough yet, but you will. There's a small delay on buying the home, but this is the year you're going to be buying a home. Patience. Temperance card. 3 Cups. You will have something to celebrate. This is the year you're either going to save up that money for the home or you're going to buy it, but all your plans, they're going to work out. Okay, you and your kids are going to have a safe place to call home. And I feel like what all you care about, all you want to focus on, Scorpio, is your well-being and your home. That is the most priority, important thing in your life. Not traveling, not spending money on all kinds of other things, not relationships, not even a spiritual journey. This is a very real, personal, at-home energy, and you are very focused on grounding and feeling supported at home and raising a family or taking care of someone that depends on you. So yeah, celebrations are to be had. Queen of Wands, Star card, healing, recovery, joy, wish fulfillment, more than anything, a wish come true, which I know is your home. Your home, buying a home, that's what I see. 4 of Wands, Pentacle. That person is going to regret losing you. 3 of Swords. They know they messed up and they lost a good one. Okay, 8 of Cups. So whoever this is in the past, could be your father of your kids, mother of your kids, or just an ex in general, they will be missing you. Okay, and it's going to be that P. Diddy, every step I take, every move you make, I'll be watching you, because they're going to be watching you. They're going to see how you pulled yourself up from the ashes, how you made something out of nothing, how you created something to work. You worked with Mother Nature and the universe. You prayed, you manifested, you fasted, you blessed yourself and your family, and you came up. And it wasn't easy. One of the hardest things you've ever had to do. And you kept thinking, this is the year, and it wasn't, and it wasn't, and it was hardships and hardships. But you kept building anyways. And if this resonates with you, Scorpio, you might start quilting, or you may be drawn to quilts. To me, there's something about quilts. Maybe that's important to you in some resonative kind of way in this reading. Okay, so let's see what was going on with that 7 of Pentacles in the reverse for you. Coroner, investigation, findings, and suspicion. You found out someone did you wrong in the past, and you wasted some of your life, some of your years with a greedy goblin. Mischievous, evil, and malicious. Blood of Mary. Urban legend, myth, and lore. This person always made it sound like you're just imagining things. I'm not doing anything wrong. You're crazy. And then come to find out, they got caught because they were greedy. You were right. And instead of getting even or getting mad, you just disappeared. And that's their punishment. So for Scorpio, I see the biggest punishment, and usually you're more of a revenge type, but for you, it's just joy. Joy and happiness away from them, and your revenge is disappearing, and they are going to be looking for you. Yep, and they're not going to find you. And this is your destiny, Scorpio. Follow the path that aligns with your true purpose as it unfolds on your unique journey. Scorpio, as you step off into your own little world, very single, you're going to be more spiritual and more in tune with your ancestors than you've ever been. You're going to find that you're very, very rooted, and you're going to put roots down somewhere very special where you feel connected to your ancestors and to your truest self. You're going to be connecting with your inner child, and you're going to give her her dreams. They're going to come true. You're going to find that peace, that little cabin in the woods, or that peaceful, tranquil spot in your yard. You're going to create beauty where you lay your roots. And you're going to be so much more real and connected to spirit than you've ever known. Excuse my cat, she's in heat. All right. So for money, like I said, it's slowly coming in, but it is coming in. This is the year you're going to be able to purchase a home with money. That's what I see. Or put money towards your home that you already have with money. So that's what I'm seeing. All right. Transformation Queen. Oh, good to see you. All right. So now we're on to Sagittarius. Spirit, can you guide and direct me for Sagittarius? Please show me what Sagittarius has going on. Amanda. Okay, yeah, I'm happy to help you. Just make sure you subscribe and you like my videos in return for your free readings, guys. I'd appreciate that. Okay. So, time for Sag. Hi, Jack. Spirit, please guide and direct me with these tarot cards. Show me the truth for Sagittarius. All right. 3 of Wands. Something about a trip is coming up for you, but you're waiting, right? You feel blocked? Money's not here yet. It's on the way though, huh? You're like, oh, you just wait. You just wait till I get that dime. My money's coming. And you're going to go visit family. Yeah, 2 of Wands. You're going to go visit family out of town. You're going to go somewhere where there's family waiting on the other side. And you're going to take a good 2-week vacation. Maybe a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and say 2 to 3 week long extended vacation. This is going to be recharging your batteries. It's going to be in touch with your inner child. You're going to do things on this trip that are childlike, like very Disney, very Universal, or very, oh, let's take this trip to the museum for this, you know, cool tour they have going on, or you know what I mean, stuff like that. But yeah, you're going to kind of revive your inner child and get creative and playful. You are a healer. You heal with your hands. You might even be a massage therapist. or that's something you aspire to do. Okay. So we're going to talk about relationships. You've moved on from an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You're not 100% sure about it though. You're like, well, I did move on, but they're still kind of lingering around. I could heal things with them. You have years and years invested in this person, but you guys went your separate ways. You gave it up, like you were ready to move on, but they want to come back, Six of Cups. Like they've popped back up in your life, this person, and you're just like, well, I don't know. 2 wands. Like, I don't know. I could, and you know, this could be something, but do I want to? They're very difficult. Strength card. They're stubborn. So this person is a fixed sign. So Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus, they are fixed, one of those signs. And you're just like, they are so stubborn. They're very difficult to deal with. They're bullheaded. I don't know if I could get past that kind of energy with this person. Maybe I should just call it quits, Ten of Swords. Like, the worst is over. Let's just let it be dead. Let's not revive the dead. But the universe is like, knock, knock. We're here to revive the dead. And you're just like, what? Death card. We died. And they're like, this is a revival. This is life after death. And you're like, oh Lord, are you really doing this to me? 10 of Wands in the reverse. And you're like, I already put this bag down a minute ago. Like, we did this. 3 Swords. Now you're looking at me for a new beginning, the Fool card. And they're coming in hard too, Knight of Wands. And you don't want to hear it, 5 of Pentacles. You're more into sipping Mai Tais or a glass of wine, in your peace, in your zen, in your vibe. Look at you. You're like, I'm very chill. I'm very chill. I don't know if I want to revive this. You were very 7 of Swords in the past. You were very much a liar and a cheater and a sneak. I blocked you for a reason, 9 of Wands. I got out of this for a reason. But here you are reconnecting to me, saying what? I'm the love of your life, King of Cups. You know, I'm protecting myself now. I'm not stupid. Libra, Justice card. Like, I already know I pulled your card. I know what you're up to. And they're like, no, 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 I'm the loyal knight. Like, I'm the one. I'm the right one. And so they're going to text you, text you, text you, text you. They have a lot of regrets, remorse, and guilt. Shame. But regrets, nonetheless. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. That's the truth. But you really don't want to hear it. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing, Sag. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't even... It's not worth your time. Like, where's the cup? 6. Okay, we got 6. That's all we're working with here. We don't have a lot of cups involved here. The love is there, but it's nostalgic. It's in the past, right? Where's the love now? And they're trying to create it, but I just, for Sag, I don't normally say this, but I'm going to say it, like, flat out. I think Sag is saying no. It's going to take a lot more than a knight on a freaking horse and a wand to change my mind. It's going to take a lot more than the Fool card and the 6 of Cups to make this happen. Like, it's flattering that this is a compliment that someone misses you and has remorse and wants to come back in your life. Thank you. That's a compliment. But there was too much pain, 3 of Swords, and you don't want to relive that. You've worked too hard, 8 of Pentacles, Strength card, for years to recover from what they did. And finally, you have your peace, 10 of Swords, like, finally. And it was a bitter ending. It was a brutal death. This love came in and gutted you, turned your world upside down with the Hangman, destroyed your peace, your hope, the family you wanted to build, destroyed it. So you're at a place where, thank you, I've don't want to revisit that ever. They just changed you. That's the death card. They changed you, and you're not the same person in that they knew anymore. And the 10 of Wands in reverse is you're not asking for help anymore. You used to ask for help. You used to beg for attention. You used to plead and try and try. 8 of Pentacles every year to recreate, recreate, recreate. Come on, let's build. Let's fix. And they were a brick wall. And so finally you gave up, and they're rushing back in. And you're just like, I don't have it in me. Anyways, like I said, it's going to take more than what they're bringing to make it happen. I'm not saying that it won't happen, but it's going to take more. Let's see a little bit of that 3 of Swords. Butcher shop, daily grind, routine, profession. Yeah, this was a job. Like, you made it your job daily to pursue them and fix this. It was like death. And they just butchered it. They just didn't give you that respect and love back. Keeper of Souls, suppressed, lost, weakened state. You kept your love open. You held it out. You had your cup. You were right there. You wanted to fix it, but they didn't. Gratitude. You've remained, Saggy, true to your name, to be positive. Even through all the negative, to be positive, to cultivate gratitude for life's blessings. It enhances your happiness and appreciation. So you're grateful for everything you've done. You feel like they've illuminated you and only made you better. You're not looking back. You're moving forward. So I see that, yay, you followed the attitude of gratitude energy. You are a positive affirmation kind of guy or girl. You do what it takes to keep manifesting good things in your life. It's disappointing that usually when you try really hard at something, you get what you want, and you couldn't get what you want with this one. That was very frustrating, but it was a humiliation and a lesson and a humbling experience. And you finally learned as a Sag, you can't get what you want. And that was a lesson you had to learn, that you can't control people. You can't make them be right. You can't make them be good. When it comes to money, I feel like you're finally going to be getting some help. This is the year that you find balance. You're going to be able to pay off some debts that you've been needing to pay off. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is the blessing. This is the money. This is the money year. This is the year that debts can get paid. 8 of Pentacles, everything you've been working on finally starts to pay off for you. And you finally see, like, if you started a business years ago, you start to see that it's making good income now. If you had ideas that you wanted to put pen to paper and make reality, this is the year they're actually real and bringing in money. Writing a book, you had so many ideas. You didn't know what you were going to do. Fantasy, fiction, this, that, documentary. What was the title? You couldn't pinpoint where you wanted to go in that direction. But as a writer, now you're writing. You have direction. You know what you want to write. This is the year you're going to write that book. You know, this is the year that you're going to get everything done, is what I mean. And it has longevity and long-term investments. So I see you've been hurting, 5 of Pentacles, and you've been in the negative. I expect you to get out of the negative this year, 2026, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So that's what I got for love and money for the Sag. If these readings make sense and they're resonating with you, can you please comment at the bottom and tell me where you're from? Let me know that they're resonating with you. All right. If I'm missing anything, if you're wanting more details and like I'm just missing that in all my readings, say, hey, Steph, could you look into A, B, and C in the reading? So that would give us more insight. I'm happy to hear your ideas, guys. I always want to be better. So please let me know. All right. So Capricorn. Spirit, guide and direct me with these tarot cards for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Please show me Capricorn's current energy. The Fool card. The World in reverse. The 9 of Pentacles. the Four of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Fresh start, like new beginning for you. This is a big year. This is 2026 is the year of firsts. First time you did this, first time you did that, first. There's something for Capricorn about these are a bunch of firsts. Or maybe you're dealing with a child and it's your child's firsts of everything. But the Fool is the beginning, right? Then we have the World card in reverse. I'm hearing unfinished business. You have a lot of unfinished business and you need to tie up those loose ends, especially when it comes to pentacles and money. So you're making a lot of money. That's great. You make quite a bit of money, more than you used to. But these loose ends need to be dealt with so you can make even more. So I see that an independent role has arrived. And this is like your own private independent business. It finally takes flight. You're getting a lot of attention. The peacock really speaks to me with all the eyes on the feathers. There's a lot of eyes on you. A lot of eyes and attention on you. This is the year of good looks. This is a year of good health and stability and happiness, personal well-being. You're going to get back to being really fit this year. So going to the gym or running, working out, like whatever, this is the year of good health for you. And then with this meditation here, Four Swords, meditating, finding time to go do that in nature or even at home. Like you're just like, I'm going to make time to do this as a practice. And you're finding a way to get that balance into your life. Very spiritual this year. Very crystals, very incense, very spiritual vibes, you know, good music, mindful affirmations. Like this is the year that you're going to learn a lot about self and being mindful. You're taking a lot of notes. You might be going to school or getting education somewhere about your job or teaching others and training them. One or the other. There's a lot of note taking, reading, learning, things of that nature. You might be reading, writing books, but there's a lot of education going on, like a lot of learning and growth. And this is only going to expand your dollar, expand your money. So you might like take a class to get paid more, or you might, you know, fill in the blank so you can do this to earn more money. Like you're going to be spending and investing in things that can have a good turnaround. So I see wise investments. Four of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Empress, Judgment, and the Knight of Pentacles. Wait, this is the page. I think this is the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. Your home finally starts to feel secure. This is where you're finally painting, decorating, hanging up pictures, making your home your own, getting comfortable, moving your, you know, feeling cozy, feeling settled. So I feel like this is the first time for you in a long time that you've been able to make a home your own. You just feel very good about life and you're celebrating all these little firsts. Birthday parties coming up, whatever. I feel like the unfinished business has to do with legal paperwork, some closure. You're going to have to be signing some papers soon. Whatever that means for you, signing papers, putting your name on something to have closure. This is something you don't want to end, but you have to. It might also mean that you need to deal with communication that you don't want to deal with. You've been avoiding communication with someone, but I don't know, the universe is saying, hey, it's about time to deal with it. We'll dive more into it, but yeah. When it comes to the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles, there's pregnancy. There could be a new baby on the way. This could be the year of the baby, the first baby. This could be whatever this would mean for you, connecting with your wife or the mother of your children, or maybe you're becoming a grandparent, your child's having a child, whatever this means for you. But it is also about personal self-care, self-love, right? And nurturing of the self And this is also a mother that can bring wealth and financial blessings to your life in some way. Or being a mother might bring that to you. You have a lot of past to deal with. I feel like you've got some mother wounds or some past life wounds that you need to deal with. Judgment does bring up the past, and it comes up again for a reason. And it's like if you're noticing that something keeps getting brought up in your life, well, let's really think about it. Why does it keep getting brought up? Why can't you just bury it and be done? Well, because it has to be dealt with. So there's something that you need to pay attention to and you can't ignore. And especially wounds, mental healing, emotional healing, maybe you need some counseling. You might have always been there as a supporter for other people that got counseling, but maybe you need counseling yourself and you haven't even thought of that. And this is the flag. Think about it. So I feel like let's make peace with the past in this reading. This is the first big, independent, stable beginning for you. And you worked so hard to create this life, right? Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, Crone, Devil card, Capricorn, that's you. Six of Pentacles. Like this is the life that finally starts to pay off. But there's balance in the universe and it says, fine, we're going to have all this goodness, but you also have to deal with your past. You can't bury it. There has to be balance. So the advice here is don't overlook the details. There's a lot of little details in your life. Pay attention to them. Also your schedule needs to be dealt with. This is precision scheduling. So fix the scheduling on your website, schedule better, be more mindful of how you schedule your appointments, and also waking up at a certain time every day and going to bed at a certain time. Like I feel like that's a big message for Capricorn. Get on a good routine and schedule. That's going to help you in your life. This is also a year where I feel Capricorn's going to get some fame, some recognition. So you might be more on camera, you might be more respected by family members or friends, the community, but you're going to be seen, and this is a year of good looks. So I definitely feel like you're going to be noticed. You've grown into yourself, you've flourished, you're glowing, and you're looking great. So like what I'm trying to say is if you had a glow up, own that. This is your moment. Own this big glow up. This is the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, this is giving birth to the new you, or giving birth to a child, or having this new transformation of Capricorn. Like, hello, new Capricorn. Hi, who are you? What's up? You know, you're getting a lot of attention. And if you're single, this is the year of, could be a first, where you get into a relationship, a serious one. So we're really climbing mountains here. And if you're already in a relationship, then this is the year of babies. This is the year of first. This is the year of growing up, taking responsibility, Empress. Like you are now the grown person. You're not the youngster that's in a little relationship. You're a grown-ass person. And it's like, act like it. So with the Devil card, I feel like don't get hung up on old corks. Try to flourish, try to be different, try to be new. Cut off bad habits, quit smoking, quit drinking, quit bad schedules. Like this is the year where you do new, better you. Let's clarify some of that unfinished business. Coroner investigation, finding suspicion. Goth girl, strange, unusual, and complex. Are you a goth boy or a goth girl, or were you? I feel like you always have suspicion of people. Like you think the worst of them. Capricorn, you're sinister. You're critical. You're negative. Saturn rules you. You are a real pain in the ASS. You are like the judge and the executioner. Sometimes, yes, you can be a little bit harsh. Okay? You are a strange, complex individual. The unfinished business is there's some judgments that you put really harsh on someone here in the past, wicked witch, and you were a warty toad. You were a little bit too harsh. It like the crime didn't fit the punishment, or right, vice versa. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. You're a little bit too much. So you're going to have to search your soul on this one. This is where you're going to have to go back and be like, was I too difficult? You know, the answer is probably yes. And what is the message from Spirit? Transformation. Yeah, this is the year Capricorn transforms. Embrace change as a chance to grow, which is crazy because Saturn is in Pisces and Uttar Bhadrapada in Vedic sidereal, the very last degrees of Pisces, 29 degrees, very last. And it's going to be moving into Aries. Now go figure, that is a new beginning and a fresh new start. And that is your ruling planet. And look, you got the Aries card, the Fool, the new beginning. So ironically, and this happens, I believe, mid-2026, but you literally, your ruling planet is going to be moving into the energy of new in Aries. 0 degrees, fresh start, beginning of the zodiac, just brand new. So this is a rebirth. This is a rebirth of Capricorn. You're going to feel like your slate got wiped clean. So take whatever harsh judgments you've made in the past, look at it through fresh eyes, get a different perspective. This is the year of transformation, and let's be better. Embrace change as change grows on you, and evolve. It's a journey towards becoming your best self. So yeah, we did the whole cycle, Capricorn. The whole cycle of your life is done. You're in a new version of yourself. Let's be better. Let's not be this way, right? So I don't know, that's what the cards are saying. All right, so that's what I'm hearing. So yeah, money, balance is coming in. I see financial stability, lots of ideas for growth. I see you're making more money than you ever have. So that's good. Money's looking good. Love is looking prosperous and growing and beautifying. This might be the year that you get into a serious relationship. If you're already in one, this is the year where you flourish and you grow up as a couple. Yeah, finish some unfinished business, but all in all, stable, happy home, happy life this year. Overall speaking, not that there won't ever be any drama, but overall, it looks pretty good. Nothing crazy. TQ, you were in an intensive care unit? I am so sorry. Are you okay? Gosh, what happened? All right, let's get into Aquarius. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay. Spirit, please guide and direct me now for Aquarius. Are you going to be looking up at the stars a lot? I've got Libra energy, the Justice card. This to me is looking up at the sky, looking at the stars, really into astrology, really following the planets, really looking at your zodiac and just trying to direct yourself in a way that makes sense. So I see that you're being very methodical and very meticulous and kind of walking in a straight line, just going where this flow feels like it's pushing you. You're working with the universe. Right. So there was a tower in the past that just had you rattled, and you still struggle with it today, but you're handling it a lot better than before. You don't feel like it was fair though. It was not fair, and it does come back and you replay it in your mind and you're just like, yeah, I make it look like I'm okay, but I'm not. That was really unfair. It was very unjust. Whatever happened, however you feel, it just wasn't right and it doesn't sit well with your soul. You're a very emotional being here. So Queen of Cups, just very emotional. You follow your emotions through life. Like you follow your heart a lot. And this has your heart, and it rubs you the wrong way. You're trying to find balance, and you play it off to a lot of people that you're fine. But I just think it secretly bugs you, and it's really bugging you a lot, whatever this is. Oh, you could have been dealing with a Libra, and they rubbed you the wrong way. And you're just like, God, you just piss me off. Like, every time I think about you, I get pissed off. Like, and you want to get your mind off of it, and you don't want to obsess about it, but you're like, God, for you, that's just injustice. And for Aquarius, that's like, oh my God. Aquarian people love fairness and equality and justice for all. And, they're all about fair. Saturn rules them. So they're just like, let's do the right thing. Be fair, be good, be honest. They have a traditional mindset when it comes to the law or to justice and fairness. They have a traditional mindset. And so this is just really rubbing you the wrong way. You're like, I can't just go to sleep on this. Like, it bugs me. But I'm going to go find my Zen. I'm going to go find my peace. I'm going to go find my astrology or my videos or my meditation or my music or my art. I'm just going to go Zen off and get my mind off of this fool. I'm going to get my mind off of them, and I'm going to keep myself busy. So you're the kind of artsy kind of person, someone that likes to stay busy with friends and family, because if you sit by yourself too long, it gets in your head. So you definitely like to fill your time. Yeah, there's the tower I talked about. I told you there was a tower not so long ago, and you just don't feel great about it, and there it is. You're like, yep, there's that injustice tower. I knew it would follow me into my reading. And the World card. And you're like, the sad thing is, Steph, it's said and done. I know it's done. I know it's over. The tower came and it fell. But why is it still a problem? 4 of Cups, I'm not happy. Like, emotionally, I don't think I can ever be happy again. The universe is saying, have faith, Aquarius. 7 of Pentacles. First of all, have you looked around and seen people in relationships that you're like, what? I have. I'm like looking at people, and they're happily in a relationship, and they don't even take care of themselves financially, mentally, or physically. And somehow they have love. And you've got people out here, good financial workers. Like, they have a job. They've had a job for 20 years. They take care of themselves. They brush their teeth. They do their hair. They go to the gym. They're healthy. They're clean. They have a nice home. They have good morals, right? Good people, normal people. And they're single. And you're like, why? You wonder, like, are they blocking themselves? Are they too picky? Are they just too hurt? Are they blocking because they're not looking? What's going on? Because there are people out there that just have it, and they shouldn't even have it. And they have it. So the next time you want to tell yourself, Aquarius, I don't know if I'll ever have it. Like, I don't know if I want it. Like, and you second guess yourself in any way. Don't, because there's a lot of people that have love, and you'd be shocked. Why? Like, it's just crazy. So of course you deserve love. Of course you can have love. You are not meant to be single if you don't want to. I do think this is more of an 8 of Swords right here, mental block for yourself, where some people just fall victim to themselves, and they tell themselves, I'm not ready for love. I'm not open for love. I don't want love. And maybe that's just a subconscious thought, and you're actually proactively trying to date, but internally you're telling yourself that. So sometimes there could be a mental block at why you're struggling, 5 of Wands, to find love, Queen of Cups. So just think about that. Think about, is it an internal thing? Okay. And last card here. Temperance. So Saggy, we have a dog person here. A dog person. Dogs are very loyal. Dogs are so loyal. Love dogs, right? They're going to love you even if you're mean to them. They're still going to love you. And so you love dogs because they're always there. They're always there to give love and affection and cheer you up, and you can count on them. You can depend on them, right? So you have that vibe going on, and you're just like, I'll just stick with my dogs. You could also jump back and forth and say men are dogs, women are dogs. You throw that one out there. But I see some healing, and I see it's been a while for you, and it's gonna be a while for you to find love. Love is here, love is with you, and it's growing like a beautiful fruit tree. And you may not have all the fruits ready to be picked right now, but you've planted the seeds, and you're gonna get the relationship you seek at the right time. And I know this seems far off, and I'm gonna put a projection out here now. I'm gonna put a prediction based on this reading. I know it sounds far out, and bear with me, because this is why you have temperance, patience, which I know you have. This is the next 2 years. You will find love, but I feel like it won't find you for 2 years. I know, and don't shoot the messenger like, oh yeah, 2 years. Listen, 2 years goes by really fast. And maybe you've already been waiting for years. You're like, 7 years, I've been single for 7 years. Or, who knows. But hear me out. 2 more years. If you can wait, if you can love yourself, if you can grow your fruit tree and plant those seeds and nurture it, I promise you, in 2 years, you're going to pick the most delicious fruit possible. If you literally do so much self-love, inner balance, like you're going to church, or you're working out, or you're business building, or you're spiritually and emotionally healing, and like you're doing all this self-love, self-care, inner love, this is only going to be the right foundation and seeds that pay off in 2 years. So it's going to take a while, but you are going to have this, is what I'm seeing. I know that's a struggle. 5 of Swords. You're still, here's the truth too, because I'm reading for you. You have problems with your Libra over here. And it could be Scorpio. But you got problems with them. Pisces, Libra, or Scorpio. You got problems with this person. And I do feel like it's an ex. And you're not over it. And you may think, I'm good. Look at me. I'm sitting on the beach sipping a Mai Tai. I'm good. No, there's stuff. There's stuff going on, and we got to deal with it. Like emotionally, spiritually, all that. We got to deal with it. And you're like, I should have already dealt with it. Listen, it takes time. Especially for Aquarius, you're old-natured and traditional. Saturn rules you. Saturn is slow. So for you, it takes a great deal of time to heal and make full circle with anything. Like it just takes Aquariuses are awesome. Aquarians are great for long-term relationships. They will stick out a relationship for 20, 30, 40, 50 years for the rest of their life. Aquarians will be in a long-term relationship. It also takes them the longest to get out of one. Aquarians are great for sticking it out at jobs or careers, like types, for decades. Like they'll be the kind of person that's been somewhere for 30 years. Or 50 years. Like I've been cutting hair for 50 years. Or I've been doing this for 25 years. That's Aquarians. Like they have Saturn in their system. They're hardworking. They're loyal. They're honest. They're moral. They're fair, and sometimes more than fair. But they're very much in service of others. So very rarely are they in service of self. Trust me. They are not selfish people. Aquarians are odd, but you will find they are not selfish people. I have yet to meet an Aquarian that is selfish, because they're always here to help and be of service to someone in some way. Anyways, that being said, back to your reading here. So Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Swords, Chariot, the Fool. Your new beginning is coming. You are on your way to triumph. I feel like take a trip. You might even meet someone abroad. Oh, Knight of Cups. You're going to meet someone abroad. You're going to have to go on a boat. This is somebody also from a different culture. It could just be a different culture, other side of the water, if you will. But you're going to meet someone that is a water energy, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and you will meet them. Again, 2 years is my projection. You are going to have a new beginning. This is your fresh new start. You're going to get over all this. It's taking so much time, but you are only beginning this new journey. You are on your way to greater, bigger, better things. Life is becoming more beautiful, more amazing, and it's going to knock you off your feet, honestly. Where you're headed is blessings. Where you're headed is glory. Where you're headed is greener pastures. You finally are leaving rocky, tumultuous waters for the smooth other side of the shore. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So you're headed for good times. Let's go ahead and just take a little peek at this Eight of Swords for you. Jack the Ripper, notorious, shady, and vile. You're just like, wow, this jerk was Jack the Ripper for you. He just ripped your heart out. It was vile. What this person did to you was like so unmoral. You feel extremely bothered that this was even okay for anyone. You also feel like your friends are still friends with this person, Five of Swords, and that pisses you off. You're like, how are you going to be friends with me and friends with them knowing what they did to me? Make that make sense. So that bugs you. Then you have Valley of Death, endings, rebirth, and resurrection. You are reviving your spiritual beliefs, whatever that may be. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And like something like, you are thy rod and thy staff, and if you are with me, who can be against me? Right? Something like that. I don't remember the exact verse, but valley of death. I mean, that's what it means to me. It's like you are carrying your rod, your staff, your protection, which is your belief system. And that is all you need. And you're going to tell yourself this is all I need. All I need. I am walking through this dark moment of my life, but I have this. And it doesn't matter how wicked this was, I have this. And I'm okay. And it won't destroy me. And that's the truth. Now let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. You're on a journey. Oh, my favorite saying. This is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. Life is a journey filled with experiences. Cherish each of those and the lessons they brought you. You know, no hate, right? No shade. No shade. I think you've learned a lot, and such as Aquarius, you're very serious natured, and you took it with a grain of salt and maybe a little sprinkle of sugar too. All right, that's what I have for Aquarius. Okay. Thank you. So let's move on to Pisces. Oh, you're welcome, Stephen. All right. Remember, keep these readings in mind. If they don't resonate with you, like personally, maybe flip it. Maybe it is your partner that I'm reading on, you know? Feel free to flip it if that's how it resonates better for you. Okay? Spirit, please guide and direct me to the right reading for Pisces. Pisces, you've just had Saturn in your sign for so long. You've been hit. So you feel like the world is on your shoulders. You feel like you've gained a lot of weight. You feel very heavy. That's the weight gain. You feel like you're just this elephant in the room. You feel like there's a burden on you. There's a lot of stress and weight. Your shoulders have a lot of tension. Your neck has tension. Your back has tension. Your legs do. You're just like, oh, what is the weight of the world on me? I just feel heavy. Everything feels heavy. Everything feels serious. You're gonna get some relief, okay? Saturn will be moving away from you and into Aries. So don't worry. Spirit guide and direct me for the Zodiac sign of Pisces. Give me the reading for Pisces. The 70s are really calling you. Is Cher one of your favorite singers? If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that'll hurt you and you'd stay. Anyways, I don't know. That's the song that's coming to my mind. We have the moon card here. It's very spiritual. It's very heavy. This long hair. You might be growing your hair long right now. Very deep, very connected with the moon. And just feeling your feels. Feeling very in tune with yourself. Very emotional. Very watery. Just very searching your soul. Really into music lately. Two of Cups. You're thinking a lot about love. You're thinking a lot about the one you love. You're thinking a lot of your youth. Temperance, my, how time has taken you from what you once were. Now I'm thinking of that one meme, that mom from Home Alone. She just passed away. I don't know, she's in some series and she's like, don't put yourself down when you look at these pictures of your naked boobies, your naked body. Someday you'll look back at those pictures and you'll go, my, I was a beautiful thing. Or she said, someday you'll look back at those pictures with kinder eyes and you'll just say, my, I was a beautiful thing. So this is kind of you looking back at your old self thinking, my, I was a beautiful thing. You know, it's kind of you looking in the mirror like, who was I? What was I? My, how far have I come? You know? And so you're kind of feeling very aged. And it's not surprising that Pisces feels old. Pisces people are going to feel old. You're going to feel your age. You're going to feel your knees popping, your back hurting. You're going to feel, if you're in that time of age, perimenopausal, you're going to feel just older. Why? Because Saturn, the planet of old, is in your sign. So if you feel it, there's a reason you feel it. There's a reason why you felt pretty old for the last 2 years. Like you feel old. And even right now, it's leaving, it's exiting. You're appreciating your years, even if you're 25. You're appreciating your years and how much you've grown. And that's temperance. That's peace. Four of Pentacles and the Fool card. All right. So this is spending a little money, a little time to look younger. Okay. You want to turn back time, right? I was channeling that song. If I could turn back time. So some of you guys may be paying for Botox, paying for lip injections, paying for creams or supplements, pills, magic serums, injections that can help you feel younger or look younger. All right, so we want to reverse some polarity here, reverse gravity, even, if you will. And you're just like, yeah, I want to spend a little on this, on thyself. Spend a little bit on thyself, sisters, to look young and fair. All right, so there is some time and energy being spent on a younger, healthy, more youthful you. All right, so I see this as a new beginning for a new body and a new physical version of Pisces. Under that, we have the Ten of Cups. Another Fool card. They just keep popping out together. Queen of Wands. The beautiful High Priestess. Look at all this moon energy. Who here has a moon in Pisces? Very strong. Four Swords. And finally, the Wheel of Fortune. Because why not? Why not? Sleeping Beauty. Is that a thing for you too? You know, watch that lately? Have you been watching that lately? All right. Boy, times have turned. You're going to be building a fire, which is the hearth of the home. You might be building a fire in your fireplace, and metaphorically, you're building your hearth and your home. You're building life into your home. So you might be inviting your family members to come over and your young children family members to come spend time with you, or you're going to be spending more time with children by a fire and just making it more comfortable, more cozy. You're creating a cozy, peaceful home environment. And this is a fresh new start for you. You might be moving to a new location, or you might be updating your home. I also feel like your relationship with your children have evolved into some new place. And I feel like you're going to feel very revived and attractive this year. This is the year where you're going to feel like you look good. This is the year you're going to get some attention. This is a year where fame and popularity are going to hit. And you're going to take it in a very humble way. High Priestess, you're not going to be bragging or celebrating your newfound fame or your newfound fortune. You're going to be grateful for what you have. You're going to be putting energy back into nature. And you're going to be meditating and thanking the universe. I don't see any conceitedness here. I just see very humble. You're a very humble person. You're not a show-off. Even if you put some time, energy, and money into looking more attractive and more youthful, you're not going out to get attention. You're more of a homebody, or you're more of someone that's a family-oriented person. You're not out there looking for like likes on photos, Instagram posts, popular videos. You're not looking for that kind of attention. You're just doing it for you, if you will. And anyways, but you are going to be getting attention because you are attractive, you are beautiful, but you keep it to yourself. You don't go telling people how many times you got hit on that day, or you don't let it change you. Your beauty is very humble. You don't let it change you. So I see just a quiet, peaceful Pisces. You're going to keep to yourself. And what I actually see is no speaking. There's going to be a time probably within the next 60 days where you're not going to speak to anyone. I see you taking a little trip or a little getaway where you're not going to talk. You're going to be by yourself and you're going to read. And I just see you as, I don't know, it could be a cabin, it could be a little apartment somewhere, I don't know, but you're going to go away and you're not going to speak to people. You're just going to quiet your voice and get in your head, get in your mind, get in your spirit. Hopefully be in nature. So I just see that that's what you want to do, is go inner. And this little excursion, you're going to find more of yourself. You're going to get some new business ideas. Money, let's see, 10-10. This is a new year for money and stability. You're going to be very stable with money. Business ownership is solid. I feel like you're going to grow into this fierce business-oriented person. You might be doing real estate. You might be investing in real estate. You might be doing something with, I don't know, something to do with homes and business in some way. And maybe a home business perhaps even. But this is a new adventure. And you're going to be doing well, and you're going to be making a lot of money, and you're going to be very, very prosperous. This is also a time where you may be writing a book, Ace of Swords, which might explain why you're taking a quiet little getaway to not talk. You may very well be writing a book or writing a song. So I love that. This is also a year where you might be doing some art. Actually doing art with paint. You're very interested in paint in some way. So your art's going to start showing up. Also sewing, something to do with sewing or fabrics. But age has really hit you and you've noticed it. Let's learn a little bit about the past here that we're looking back. What does this look like? What are these? I don't see pain and suffering. I see a very healed person. But let's just take a look at, we did get the Devil card, which is kind of, it's mine. I'm hanging on to it. It was just more business oriented for me. But I just want to take a look at your past just for the reading. Motel, hell, vacation, pit stop, and road trip. Headless horseman, decapitated, severed, and broken. So there was a period in your life recently that felt like the pit stop to hell. Like you just went through a living hell last year. And you just felt like you got decapitated. Like they just took you out. And you're like, no wonder I'm looking aged. But whatever it is, you just felt like your past was more, you weren't your best self. And as an evolved Pisces, a spiritual Pisces, you're realizing you make much better decisions today than you ever did. And you're grateful. So you're not looking back at the past with resentment or frustration. You're looking at it very, very healed and grateful that you've grown into the person you are. So you're not one of those people that are negative and spinning your wheel like, wow, this was really unfair. I hated my life. It was lessons. It was all lessons, and it was for the better version of you. And you feel grateful and more stable because of your past. You are grateful for it because you are who you are today because of it. And I feel there's a lot of gratitude and beauty in your age and in your life experience. So let's see what's going on with the Oracle. Show me Pisces, the journey. All right, the journey. Life is a journey and it's filled with experiences. You're cherishing each of them and all the lessons they brought. Just what we said. This is why you have no hate. You're just like, I'm a Pisces. I already see things full circle. Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac. It's the last 12th house. And it's right before the new beginning. And every zodiac has to go through hell and high water, which is motel hell. They have to go through hell to get there to Pisces the 12th and let go. And the sign of Pisces in the 12th house represents death. And actually, Uttara Bhadrapada, which is where Saturn is in right now, the symbolism is actually the two back legs of a death cot, if you will, like the cot that people carry dead people out on. The two back legs. So it represents death and endings. And it's very spiritual. It's the last breath you take before you awaken to the new world, the new, afterlife, the next reincarnation. So it's in the present and it's also in the future. So Pisces is full of duality. It's alive, but it's also dead. So it's, anyways, your journey means so much because you've already been through it all. And I just see how you are embodying the true Pisces, the koi fish that make the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, and the hot and the cold, and the polarities, the differences that they represent. And which is temperance, it's fire and water, and it's, that fighting fish energy. And I just feel like you are ruled by Jupiter, which is a positive energy. And you've learned so much, and I just feel like this process has been giving. You've had love. You've had hardships. You've had long pauses to reflect. You've been a giver. And you've learned to let go with the Fool card. You've embraced children and family. You've embraced another new beginning. I feel like you've had many new beginnings. Like I had a marriage here and a marriage here, or I had a fresh start here in this state, and then I moved and I had a fresh start in this state. And it's like you've gone through these transitions, right? You've had multiple fresh starts, and it's all part of the journey. And this is just you experienced and seasoned, just reflecting on it and like none of this I would wish didn't happen. I wished all of this would happen. I really love who I am. I love who I'm becoming, and it's not all pretty. And it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be pretty. And you've accepted that. And you're like, I want to be pretty. I want to be my best self. But I know that in my life, I didn't have to be all that. So with the crone, you've accepted age, and you've accepted failure, and you've accepted downfalls, and you've accepted where you've been wrong. And you see the devil in everything. You see the devil in yourself, and you see it in others. And somehow you still say, I forgive. I forgive, and I find peace. And that's my new truth. That's my new beginning. Anyways, that's what I see for Pisces. Very deep. All right, so now whoever's here, I'm going to do the 6 readings. Amanda, right? You donated. So I will do your reading. Oh, Transformation Queen, thank you. That was targeted. That was on point. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. So it was Caitlin. Now that was right. Caitlin is the first person. Thank you all for watching. If this resonated, please let me know in the chats and the comments. Please like and subscribe. All right, so Caitlin, what is your question? Let's get those answered. You're so welcome, guys. Thank you for watching. Spirit guide and direct me for Caitlin. Thank you for the donation, Caitlin. Remember, the one that gives gathers, always. Only thing currently is with what is going on in your relationship. Okay, let's take a look. I don't know if there's a Peter or a Pete in your life, but I was hearing that name for whatever reason. Maybe St. Pete? Is that an island? St. Peter. Petersburg? I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking here, Peter. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to say about your relationship, Caitlin, is that you have been trying and trying and trying so hard. Like, you've always been a team player. You've always been understanding. You always have your hand out to offer assistance, help, guidance, friendship, forgiveness. When anyone needs to put in the work, there you are, putting in the work. And you've been a great helper, even in your own family. And I feel like this is a time in your relationship where you're holding on to your pentacle, Knight of Pentacles, really, really counting on someone to pull through and be the loyal knight that you're looking for. And this would be an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And you're really hoping this person is gonna buckle down and marry you, buckle down and be committed to you. You've put in a lot of energy and effort into this connection, but there's a third party energy around you, Caitlin. We have the Knight of Wands. So we've got 2 knights, okay, 2 masculine energies. And this other knight is rush in, rush out, very uncertain, attractive, smells good, looks good, owns the room, has that masculine vibe, but not very trustworthy. This other individual is smaller built, not as attractive, more of a thinker, a more of a logical kind of person, darker skinned, and maybe just darker nature, darker sense of humor. This person's just more serious. And you're kind of trying to decide here what's going to happen, okay, in your relationship. Are you going to have someone come into your life that is respectful of your time and trustworthy and loyal and honest? Or are you going to have someone that is attractive and in and out and untrustworthy? So this is kind of what's going on in your energy. On the significant other, the other person that you're dealing with, it's third party here as well. And we've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Queen of Swords, and we've got the Empress. So we've got a wife or a baby's mom, mother of someone's child, or we have their mother. That could be an antagonist, could be some kind of a third party drama. But we have this feminine mothering kind of energy. Now she is in the upright, she's nurturing, and she's caregiving. She has good intentions. And then we have this Queen of Swords character who is harsh, difficult to deal with, mean, cold, and argumentative. And this Knight of Cups that just wants to please everyone and make everyone happy. So when I'm reading your partner, I see that he wants to make you happy. He wants to make this other person happy. He doesn't know what to do, Hanged Man. So obviously you can't make everyone happy. That's ridiculous. But he's trying. He's trying to come up with all these ideas that are not bright, that are not good. He feels like he doesn't have enough money of what it takes to make things work. He's in his head all the time about how often he messes up. King of Swords, there's an ex he still deals with. Justice card, Libra energy, air sign energy. He tries to not talk about it or think about it, but there's drama, obviously. And he feels he has a lot of voices in his head. He has a lot of drama in his life, in his mind. He tries to make it look like he doesn't have all that drama, but he does. He doesn't want to lay a lot of drama on you, but I think it seeps out. He knows you've been trying. He knows you've been putting the work in. But there's some kind of rejection with you because he feels like he owes these other people more. He feels like he owes them something. And so he's in his head about doing the right thing morally. He's promised you that you guys are going to have a future. And he does plan in his mind about having a future. He wouldn't have put time and energy into this with you had he not had feelings or been interested. I think right now he's more scared of some kind of a legal system taking his money or not allowing him to make the money that he wants to make. And more so what he's concerned about is money. Money is a great deal, just a great deal of it. He keeps some secrets from you And it's shocking because a lot of the things that he keeps from you is dead and gone. But he doesn't want you to get upset. He doesn't want to have to defend himself in this connection. He's like, if I do bring it up, if I say anything, it might be the end of us. And then I'm going to have to defend myself from you. Let's see what you're saying here. It's been 2 years of him in and out of my life. I'm to the point now that I'm not caring anymore in regards to what happens. Well, that explains, like I read, the Knight of Wands, the in and out person in your life. Maybe this other person is not a person for you. Maybe it's a version of who you want him to be. This Knight of Pentacles, this logical person that he's not being. And you holding out your pentacle is years of investment and waiting, like, come on, here's the year, let's do it. 3 of Pentacles here, working, building, growing, consistently putting into your relationship, as I've said. And you're taking notes and you're keeping an eye on what's going on. And you want to know what's going on with him? He has a lot going on with him. He's dealing with some ex-person here. He's dealing with this motherly figure. He's dealing with how he views you, which is a Queen of Swords. He sees you as to the point, direct, argumentative. He feels like he has to defend himself from you, and he's afraid to do so many times. He doesn't want to bring things up that might cause an argument. So he does try to avoid that. He tries to stay quiet. Cat's got his tongue, 8 of Swords. So he tries not to share all the details about the nonsense that goes on in his life and in his head. He's not financially where he wants to be at all. And he knows he needs a better plan, and he has to say smarter things or he's going to lose you. Death, Justice card. Okay, so he's already knowing that you're at your wit's end with this situation. So what is it that he knows with your connection, and how does he feel about you? So the funeral parlor, paying respects, mourning, a goodbye. So he kind of feels like your connection is ending, like he thinks you're going to end it. Apocalypse, ruin, decay, destruction. Okay, so he feels like it's already over. I think you already feel that too, but he definitely feels like you're already seeing your way out. You've told him you'd rather transparency than get him getting irritated with my questions. I just told him I'm not asking you to fix it. I just want you to be heard, and I don't want to feel emotionally safe with him. Oh, I get that. And a lot of guys who don't know how to defend themselves properly attack. Instead of saying, hey, I'm feeling attacked, or, you know, hey, it's not what you think. Like they can go on the blame game kind of roller coaster. Well, he definitely feels like it's already over, that your relationship is decaying, that it's already met destruction, that he's already paying respects, he's already mourning the goodbye, you know? He knows it's coming. These are things he may not speak about, High Priestess, 8 of Swords, but these are things he's thinking. He's on Social Security. He's afraid will stop due to a situation with his ex-wife. Exactly what the card said. 5 of Pentacles, not doing well with money, hurting, needing money, but there's the legal justice system, and the Queen of Swords, the ex-wife, that will affect that Social Security money for sure. So he knows that's coming. And that's really what he's worried about, is that money. What does he feel for you? Judgment. 2 of Cups. Honestly, Caitlin, he wants a second chance. He feels like you're going to say goodbye. He's probably not even worthy of your time. But what he feels about you is he really would like you to give him a second chance. He thinks that you guys can come back from this. 2 of Cups. He thinks romance is the answer as well. That's what buys him a green ticket with you or a golden ticket with you every time. Romance, affection, you know, the ooey gooey lovey-dovey relationship stuff. He feels like that is the way to your heart. That's the way to get you back. He also feels like you're his soulmate, and that he ended up with the wrong person. That's how he feels. He feels like if he had ended up with you in the beginning, his life wouldn't be what it is now. Caitlin, I stopped talking to him for the month of January. We came back into contact and he told me he bought a car for me. That is very sweet. Yeah, I definitely see where he thought, oh, it's apocalypse, it's over, it's dead, funeral. Like he feels like he's losing you or he lost you. But honestly, he feels like he wants a second chance. What does the universe see for you guys? What does this look like for Caitlin and this person? You know, what I'm hearing, Caitlin, is this guy may not be enough for you. You want more. You want loyalty. You want someone to work on it. You want a strong and stable and secure life. You want a home. You want a future. Like, you want more out of life than he could possibly give you. And I think even if you got him and he gave you a car and he gave you love, there would be something missing. It would always feel for you like something is missing, because secretly you have a lot more inside of you that you want to express, and you feel like you can't express yourself with him. Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Moon. You're a very creative person. You're a very emotional person. The problem that you've been facing is you're a very loyal person. So you stay loyal to a fault. You are the loyal knight. And you're dedicated. And when you work at something, you keep your word and you keep working on it. And you can't stand his ethic, if you will, of in and out, hot and cold, because you're not like that. And you're looking for consistency. And when he's in your life, he's great. Right? Holding hands, being together, hanging out, like, it feels great if it was like that all the time. But unfortunately, you have the other parts of him you have to deal with, which is the ex, which is financial dramas, which is all kinds of things. And you're just like, no matter what, I got to deal with that. And that always throws a wrench in our happiness. So what does the universe want to tell you about that? Patience. Patience, patience in times of uncertainty. Practice patience. It allows space for understanding and resolution. Well, for some reason, the universe is on his side. They think that you and him can make this work. You're not feeling satisfied with this connection. The only thing he's doing wrong is he's financially inept. He's just financially inept. He just doesn't have it going on financially. But he loves you. Two of Cups. It's just there. It's right there. He loves you. He feels very deeply bonded to you. He wants a second chance with you. And he does feel that intuition that he's not enough for you. It's the lack of accountability mainly from him. Yeah, he's not going to be responsible and accountable because he is not responsible and accountable financially. And that's what's going to make him his masculine self. Responsibility and accountability financially. And when he's failing in that department, he's going to fail in the love department too. And that's why he's feeling very much like crap. What is wrong with him financially? And what has he been keeping from Caitlin? So King of Swords, he's not a good planner. He's not good at minding a schedule. He's not good at being places on time. He's not good about planning, like planning his future, planning his life, planning his finances. Saving, spending, like he's just not great with it, okay? Or he wouldn't be in the mess he's in right now if he was. So that is his struggle with it. Some of the things he didn't tell you, what is he not taking accountability for? Justice card again. This is legalities, things he's signed, things he's promised, things he's supposed to be accountable for, things he's supposed to be responsible for. He has not been honest with you about it. Okay, star sign, like the stars have shown you, like this is the truth. Okay, this is just the light and the dark. He's not very Libra here, and Aquarius, just not good with being a stand-up, keep your word kind of guy. This is why he struggles financially. Saturn is hurting him a great deal. Saturn is punishing him for not working hard enough and not putting in more effort to being accountable for his time, his money, his promises. Okay, he's kept a lot of secrets, 7 of Swords, from his family in the past, 10 of Cups. A lot of secrets, and he's been very unfaithful in the past, Page of Wands. A little bit of a dog. Okay, so he has let his feelings and passions get the best of him. He's let that take the wheel. It comes back to eat you. But honestly, on a relationship standpoint, you guys are good. I don't even know why you're here getting this reading. Look at this. This is good. This is really good. He wants to fix things with you. He wants to work it with you. He loves you. He's into you. He wants this with you. Nine of Wands. He knows you're defensive. He knows that you don't want to let him in fully. He knows that you see straight through him, you know, and there's problems that he doesn't want you to really discover and find out. But he's got to face them. He's got to face his demons. You're willing to work with him if he's willing to be honest. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of leading him to do the right thing with you. Two of Swords, the decision is kind of waiting. But it's up to you, Temperance. Do you have patience for someone like this? King of Cups. The universe wants to teach you patience. This guy doesn't have all the boxes checked. He's not going to fill in all your boxes. Do you have the patience for someone like him? Because if you're willing to work with him, if you're willing to acknowledge his imperfections and that he's trying to be better slowly but surely, for better or worse, there's a lot of love here and this can go in a good direction. But the universe is siding with him in the sense they think he's got potential and he does love you from a genuine place with his genuine heart. So that's what I can answer you right now. You didn't have any specific questions like, is he cheating on you? Is he lying to you? Do you have a future with him? Will you have kids? Are you going to move in together? Is he going to move away? Like, I don't have any direct questions, so I can't answer all those things for you. But in a nutshell, this is what I can see for you and your partner and your connection. There's a lot of people involved. Like I said, they don't have to be love relationships. Could be a mother involved. Obviously, an ex is involved. There's you. You know, there's a lot going on here. It's not just you and him. There's a lot going on. He's got a lot more problems than just you. And he's trying to juggle it. He's not feeling great about life. He's not feeling great about money. But he does love you. So he's kind of a mess of a person, but he does love you. So, Caitlin, I want to have more patience. Will we have kids? Let's see, I can ask one question. Will Caitlin and this person have children? Temperance, patience again. 9 of Swords. Page of Cups. There will be a loss of a child. I don't know what happened. Maybe a loss of not being able to have a child for some time because he won't, but there's a loss of time or a child. Okay, but then I see that there will be a child. Page of Cups, but there'll be grief. Chariot. Ace of Wands. It will be a water baby. I feel like it's going to be a Cancerian child, or this might happen around July or August. But there will be a father figure here. I do see that. I do see that. I do think you will have a child, but there's going to be a loss. Did you guys already have a loss? If you did, this would answer it. If you haven't had a loss yet, there might be some waiting and some painful having to wait, but there looks like there will be. Page of Cups. I only hope his finances can get better for that child, though, because you really wouldn't want to bring a child in a situation where there's already financial strain. But that's what the cards are saying. So there you go. Ling Hulse was next. I have 5 more people. He's not sure if his vasectomy worked or not. I don't know. Maybe that's the loss of a child, the 9 of Swords. Maybe he will get it reversed in order for you to have a child. Maybe that's what the cards mean. 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Temperance. The vasectomy will work, and it will permanently work. So he has only a certain chance for things to reverse. I think that's if he could get it reversed within 2 to 3 years of getting it done, he can get it reversed. But if he waits too long, that's it. There will be no reversal. But I did see a loss, so I don't know. Maybe it's just a loss of opportunity. Maybe you'll adopt. Or maybe you'll do a surrogacy, or maybe you'll do artificial insemination with somebody else. But, I mean, if you want a child, there will be a way. Anybody else that wanted a reading? Doja, you would like a read to use part of my 100 Club? Yes, it's been a while. Hi, Doja. What is your question, love? Amanda? Okay, is Amanda here? Of course you can, Ling. So we will do Amanda. We will do Doja. We will do Ling. Hi, Elaine. Caitlin, I hope those answered your questions. He said that time frame of years on if I wanted to have one, he'll go to the doctor and have them extracted. You are spot on, ma'am. Okay, well, thank you so much. And I hope you guys are able to do that. I do. Thank you. All right, so Amanda's not here, so we're going to move on to someone else. Doja and Ling, and we'll move on from there. All right, so Doja, what is your question? I've already been on for 184 minutes, guys. I will not wait for people to come on. They've got, 30 seconds to reply and answer, or we're moving on, because I can't wait 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes for them to come on to give them a reading. Okay, Amanda's still here? Okay. So who's got the question right now? And I'll read that one, and I'll go for whoever's got the question up next, whether that be Amanda or Doja. Anything that comes out, key spirit. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do Doja first, then Amanda next. Spirit, please guide and direct me for Doja Cell. What do you see? You're finally taking that trip, whether that's a spiritual trip, an emotional trip, a physical trip, but you're finally taking that trip you've been wanting to take. You're finally getting it done. This is the year. This is very close to the next couple weeks before you make this move, this shift, this trip, if you will. I see the energy of a painful struggle to emotionally leave a situation, but you had to do it. It was right for you. And it just brought peace to your soul. It brought peace and restoration. And you needed this for you. You needed this for your inner child. I definitely see a connection with a child. Whoever this child is, could be a fire sign child, but I see a deeper bond and a deeper connection. That could be your inner child, but nonetheless, it is this child. We've got a karmic energy that you've had to move on from. Tower. Judgment. This just popped back up again, huh? Your person. King of Wands. Okay, you could be reuniting with your fire sign. This is some wish fulfillment. Star. It looks like if you're seeing someone, you've recently put your foot down and given an ultimatum, or your person has given an ultimatum, but there's a karmic that is getting left in the dust in this situation, be it you leaving a karmic behind or your person leaving a karmic behind, but they're getting hit hard. And this is the karma that needed to happen. It was like, you can't escape it for this long. It was bound to happen. And it finally is back around with judgment. And I feel like you're holding back on this King of Wands. You're a little bit confused. You want to open up your heart, but you're scared. I almost feel like this person is a blast from the past. Somebody that says they broke up with somebody that wasn't right for them. And maybe this is all past. We do have the Six of Cups, which does represent nostalgia and a past. So I definitely get these feelings. There's a past person being brought up here in your life. The past is being brought up in your life. Okay? So I do feel like this is a, where did this come from, kind of shock situation. And you're just like, what? I was moving on with my life. I was going about with my business. And then this pops back up in my life, or this will pop back up in your life very soon, because there is an ex that's going to pop back up saying that they left this situation behind, which they did, according to the cards. Three of Swords, the Star, Death. Yeah, they left it behind. So yeah, Doja, you're getting somebody from the past that has gotten rid of their karmic, and they know that you're kind of put aside from all of this. Four of Cups. You're not sure about this connection anymore. You're very guarded about this connection. But the truth is, you used to pray for this. You used to want this. It's finally happening. This person has moved on. New beginning, fresh new start, and passionately headed your way. This is justice. This is wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. Someone here has left the karmic, Doja. They have left the karmic. And what Spirit wants you to know is what? They've left the karmic energy. They've left a karmic situation. Maybe you've left the karmic situation, however this resonates. And Spirit, there's the star again. Spirit wants you to know people have seen the light on past dark, toxic actions. 7 of Swords, lies, cheating, stealing, theft of the heart, theft of all kinds of things, and conflict. So Spirit's like, listen, we've made progress and we've made something out of something bad. We've made something good out of something bad. Navigate conflicts with patience and understanding. They can lead to a deeper connection and growth. Okay, somebody grew up from the past. That's what I see, Doja. This person grew up. You're having a visit from someone in the past. And the conflict is, did they actually learn? Spirit says that they did. Now, what does Spirit want to tell you about your growth as a person? It's been a while, Doja. What does Spirit want to tell you? Spirit wants to tell you the Fool card, the Magician. You're actually on track with your life. 011. That's like a download code, a numerological code. All masculine energy. The 0 amplifies the 1s. Brand new beginnings, Magician, masculine energy. 7 of Cups. You are the creator of your world, of your universe. Spirit wants you to remember that if you speak it, it will be. If you believe it, it will be. Will it, and it will be yours. You are the maker of your experiences. So Spirit's just kind of reminding you of that right now and letting you know you're in charge. You're the master. You're the key holder, if you will. And there's a new beginning here for you coming up within even a week. You have an opportunity where you're going to be given a lot of choices. So there's a lot of choices that you're going to be given. You might have to, it might be tough to choose. But this path is going to lead you to a new you, a new self, greener pastures. Where does this new path take you? Freedom. All right. Embrace freedom as the ability to make your choices that align with your values and aspirations. And look, we just talked about manifestation. Bottom of the deck, manifestation. If you will it, it will be yours. You have the freedom to move and the freedom for love. Okay, you are manifesting a new life. So Spirit wants to remind you, listen, just because someone's coming back from the past, which he is, doesn't mean you have to take that. Doesn't mean you have to accept that and say, okay, well, this is what I used to pray for. This is what I used to want. Now it's finally here. I guess I have to take it. No, Spirit's like, you don't have to do that. You could take a whole new path. You could say bye-bye and go somewhere else and move somewhere else and become somebody else and have different things in your life. You don't have to take this. So Spirit's reminding you that you have choices. Just because this person's going to pop up in your life doesn't mean you have to take it. I think Spirit just wants to remind you that you actually have the power to manifest what you want. Okay, but you did manifest this ending from a karmic situation, that's for sure. And it did happen. Apocalypse, ruin, decay, and destruction. Okay, so then we got ghouls, portal dimensions, a gateway, the other side, and ice pick. Premeditated, planning, and calculated. So I almost feel like that situation came too late. You waited too long for that situation, and now you've changed your feelings. And you're not really that interested. You're more interested in something else. Okay. I don't know if they're young or old. You would only understand who your ex would be. You would only understand who would have a karmic. It should only be one person. You shouldn't have 2 or 3 exes with karmics that needed to break up to come back to you. I really hope you don't have that many people in your life, but you have an ex that left another situation and will be coming back to you. That's what I see. Okay. You have so many, well, I don't know what to tell you there, girl. I took away the cards already to see any of that information, but it's something you prayed for and it's something that you wanted to happen. So if you wanted that to happen, for all of them, then I don't know what to say. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see who pops up. But yeah. So we got the Fool card. Aries energy is very prominent for you. There's another 1. So you've got 0 and 1, 0 and 1. That could be a clue, 0 and 1s for you. But a brand new beginning is here for you, literally the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. So personally, I wouldn't take the past back. The universe is saying that you're going to have a whole brand new life, a whole brand new pentacle, and quite possibly an Aries could be coming in your life in the future, or maybe even a Taurus. All right, so I've done 2. Is there somebody else? Now we're going to do Doja and Amanda, right? You're back. So we were going to do you. So I only have 3 left. Ling is one of them, so I have 2 left. Okay, will ST ask me to move to him? I mean, will we be in a committed relationship? Okay, let's see. Spirit, guide and direct me for Ling. Is he going to be in a deep connection with Ling and ask her to move to him? Show me the energy for Ling, please. Ace of Wands, 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups, Chariot, Tower. I'm going to be honest with you, Ling. This guy is having you through a lot of ups and downs. 1 minute, there's a positive, happy, new beginning, and he says, come on over. Or he comes to see you, like there's this great connection. And then there's painful walking away, endings it feels like, and like a separation, right? Like there's a breakup or a separation, a painful ending of some sorts. And then there's rushing back into your life, Chariot. And you're like, yes, you're back. Okay, we made it through the hard times. We went through an up and we went through a down. And then we went through an up and then we went through a down. And then there's a Tower. We're going to go through another breakup, another painful, shocking, I didn't see this coming. And then we feel just distraught and despair, right? And then 6 of Cups comes. And it's like, yes, we're back together. We're reunited. He missed me. He loves me. And then it's back to 9 of Swords, misery. And we have this stress. And I don't know, is the writing on the wall what's going on? And then we have this High Priestess, which is your inner thoughts. And what the hell's going on, right? So you're like searching the cards. You're searching. You're trying to get answers because he leaves you on a roller coaster. And you're very conflicted. And here we go again, down and an up. You're very conflicted because 2 of Cups, you super love him. He loves you. Hierophant, you feel like this could be the one. You could marry this person. But deep down, you feel like, is it ever going to be enough? Is he ever going to give you that solid future? Is he ever going to give you that solid new beginning? Are you going to have kids? Are you going to have a life? Are you going to be married? Is this going to grow? Or is it going to be like this always? So what does Spirit want you to know? Love. Celebrate love in all its forms. It nurtures connections and brings joy to the heart. A journey, right? This is not a journey, right? This is not a destiny. It's a journey. And I've got destiny and journey. Love, journey, and destiny. So you're on a roller coaster ride. He loves you. This is a very confusing reading. It's a very confusing relationship. It's a roller coaster is what the universe is confirming. Spirit says, Knave of Pentacles. Temperance. 9 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. This relationship just takes time. Wish fulfillment will come. You're putting in the work, but a lot of this you overthink. I don't like this reading for you, I'll be honest, but I'm not the universe. I'm not the one giving you the cards, really. I'm just reading what's coming out for you. Are you going to have kids with this person? Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Judgment, 10 of Pentacles. Yes, 10 of Cups. I think you would have kids, but I think you'll be further down the line. Like, this is taking forever. For someone that wants to have kids, to have to wait this long is annoying. This is really annoying. This is like, why do I have to wait so long? This is ridiculous. I want to enjoy life. I feel like, yes, you can have kids with this person. But why is he making you wait this long? 10 years of relationship before that happens? How long have you been with this guy? Your age will not allow. Yeah. Why? 3 of Wands. He sees you in his future, but he makes you wait. King of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, another 10. There's something with the number 10. You lost contact in the middle for many years. Well, how long have you been with him? There's something here about 10, okay? I do think this relationship will move forward. I do think you're going to have something with this person. The reason why it's taking so long is he's a wanderer. He's a traveler. He's always on the go. He's not as steady as you would like someone to be for a steady relationship, to be honest. I just feel like he's not steady and grounded like he should be, honestly. Kind of King of Wands energy. It's a very up and down relationship. You would have to think if you're okay with that, if you want that. He does love you. The cards keep saying have patience, like this will pay off, but I kind of feel like you've already had a lot of patience. So I'm sorry that there's been a lot of ups and downs with you guys, but the love is there in the reading. I can at least be honest with you for that. All right. Amanda, what is your question? And then I think I only have one more, right? You're welcome, Ling. I'm sorry it's so up and down. Amanda, I saw that you were talking about your time and this and that, but I need to know your question, and I'll answer it. Elaine, you posted? Okay. So I guess after Elaine, there's no more. Amanda is the last so far. Okay. Amanda? Yeah, Elaine, I could just do you again tomorrow because I'm feeling really tired. I'm just going to do the last person. Amanda, are you here? All right, Spirit, guide and direct me for Amanda. Amanda, I have somebody that wants a new beginning with you. Well, I didn't see it in the chat, so if you want to copy and paste it and repaste it, I'll answer it, but I can't scroll up to find it and do the reading at the same time. But I'm going to read what I have for you here. And so I have somebody that wants to be with you and wants a new beginning, but he feels very stuck in his head. And there's a reason for that, and that's a little bit about a child, okay? A child or family member. Is my stability going to get better? And will I find another home soon? Okay, so I see that so this is about you then. You don't want it to be about a relationship, okay? So we'll disregard a person that you're dealing with. We'll look at it as you. You want a new beginning and a fresh new start. And I do feel like you're taking that leap of faith and you're trusting and moving forward and moving. I do see you moving, which is wish fulfillment, to move and find a home. Are you feeling like you have to lie to get what you need done? Are you feeling like you're trapped in a lie or you're trapped in some false information? If there is false information somewhere that leads to something to do with housing or stability, that's going to be taken out and discovered and dealt with. There will be a blessed new beginning, but there's going to be conflict about money and commitment with that money and a new beginning. You're going to have some options at a new beginning, but there's going to be some frustration about it. I feel like there's been some lies and some deception about a home or money or something to that nature. And I feel like maybe it's family that there's been lies and deception, or somebody that you cared about. A connection has to go before you can move forward and move on with life. Like there's something that has to be discovered, outed, and dealt with before we can move on to stability. There's been some lies that need to be discovered. Whether that's you or a person you're with or around, I have no idea what's going on in your life, but I can only kind of see what's going on in the cards. So I see an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, more than likely a Libra, moving into this new beginning, but scared, 8 of Swords, that it's too good to be true and something's going to happen, and they're feeling really happy about it. And yes, things are happening. Finally, a death to the old. I get a new chance at a new house, a new home, more stability. And then boom, something comes rushing in, a person, an investigator, or somebody that's a little bit nosy that finds out there's some kind of lie, some kind of deception. And then here comes the tower. It comes to wipe things out. Maybe this already happened. Maybe it's going to happen. I don't know. But we're going to have a fight about it. We're going to have a fight over money, Pentacles. And it's going to be about who signed the paper, who was committed to the paper, the agreement, the contract, and that person is in charge. And they get to decide, 7 of Cups, where to go from there. But I do think all in all, you're going to get this new Ace of Cups. You're going to get a blessed new beginning. Within 30 days, you're going to get an answer about something that would probably give you some good news, okay? I do feel some good news is coming within 30 days. We have a jack-o'-lantern warding off of evil. Light and guidance is coming. Blood of Mary, urban legend, myth, and lore. And the Wicked Witch, conquest, defeat or triumph. Okay, so there might be somebody that tried to get in the way of your happiness, of you finding a home or stability. That person is going to be dealt with. 7 of Swords, Tower. Okay, that makes more sense. So somebody that was trying to stop you from having stability, whether that be a vicious worker of somewhere where you applied, or that's family or friends or whatever, just know that they're going to be dealt with. Somebody was getting in the way of your happiness. Somebody was getting in the way of your housing. They were causing you more problems than you deserved. whoever this was. And they are going to be getting dealt with. Okay? So I feel like you are going to get that fresh start. You are going to get a new beginning, and you are going to be happy, wish fulfillment, and you are going to have a home. 10 of Cups. So just know that the toxic in and out person, Knight of Wands, that wanted to cause harm, they're going to be dealt with. So that's what I have. Let's leave you with some guidance. Okay. Clarity. No, because I already did one person in the beginning, and then I did, I did Caitlin, and then I did 3 or 4 other people, and now I did this person. So I do not believe I have 3 left, because I can already account for 5 in my head. So there's no way. I don't think so. Amanda, and yes, I was buying my home and the owner sold it out from under me behind my back to someone else. Oh, wow. Well, they're going to get dealt with. Someone's going to get dealt with. So the advice for you is clarity. Seek clarity through reflection and mindful awareness. And clear vision guides wise decisions. So clarity, seek clarity through reflection. So make sure you do that. All right. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go. I'll be back tomorrow. Amanda, I go to court next month about my home next month. Well, good. I think they're going to get dealt with. 7 of Swords Tower. They're going to get dealt with. You're going to be happy. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. You're going to be happy. You're going to get a good outcome about your stability. That's what I see. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. I've been on 211 minutes. So good night, and sleep with the angels. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.